3, 2, 1.
Dang, Eric. Oh, is this thing on? Hi, I'm Jeff. Welcome to Spice Runners Lounge.
Hello there. This is General Kenobi. Hey, this is David from Black Spire Broadcast.
Hey, I'm Todd Freeman, also known as Toad.
Hey guys, Appleton for Collectibles here.
Well, hey, I'm Seth with Rogue Squad Garage.
Hey, it's J2SO.
Hi, I am Mark. Welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge.
This is Joel Hossie at Hossie Customs.
Hi, I'm Jason.
Yo, this is Evan the Collector.
Yo, it's your man Flex, and you're watching the Spice Runners Lounge.
Hey, this is Brian from Brian Makes Dioramas, and you're watching the Spice Runners Lounge.
And you are watching the Spice Runners Lounge.
And welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge.
Welcome to Spice Runners Lounge.
And welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge.
Welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge.
And you're watching Spice Runners Lounge.
Welcome to Spice Runners Lounge.
And welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge.
Welcome to Spice Runners Lounge.
Join me and together we can rule the galaxy.
And welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge.
Welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge, where we hang out and talk dang ferric. I'm your host, Eben the Collector, here with a special guest tonight. We have Michael Barrett, all the way from somewhere in Canada. Welcome, Michael. How you doing, man?
What's going on, guys? Absolutely awesome. Really good to be here. Smells a lot better on this side of the curtain. Yeah, love it. Really excited to be on the show today, man.
Hell yeah, man. Looking forward to talking to you and checking out your collection, man. You have a badass collection, dude.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah. So it's this weekend is what? Wonderfest USA. So a bunch of our pals are out there. So say hi to everybody. If you run into any Spice Runners or anybody else, say hi. So I think Brian from Brian Makes Dioramas down there with something that he's actually gonna compete. So good luck, Brian, and we'll probably bring him on to talk about the show in a couple weeks. So looking forward to that. And then for our Spotify listeners, thank you for listening. I see the numbers growing. You can watch us on YouTube because we actually show stuff here.
Yeah.
But thank you for the Spotify folks. And I want to do a shout out to From Dave's Workshop. This dude does a killer job with his displays from davesworkshop.com. Check him out.
Dave's
On Instagram. Man, like that new display case I got from him for my Battlestar Galactica Colonial Blaster, knocked it out. Badass.
Yeah.
Great.
So how's everybody doing? Jeff, how you doing, man?
Good. Yeah. I mean, it's been a long week. I mean, it was a short week, right? Because of Memorial Day, but yeah. It's always fun because they try to cram everything into the shorter week, right? So
yeah,
give you time off, but cram it in. So, but yeah, happy to be here. It's a little bit rainy in New Hampshire this weekend. So hopefully I'll get some Star Wars stuff done in the basement. So, but yeah, happy to be here. Glad to see Michael's collection tonight. I know the Bowmans are out at Wonderfest, and then Joseph was out there also. So, but yeah, so cool stuff.
Hell yeah, I can't wait to see the pictures. Yeah.
Brian Makes Dioramas did a cool, like, it's like a cartoon kind of himself on a speeder bike. It's like a sticker.
Oh, did he?
Badass.
Yeah, that he can pass out and stuff. It looks really good.
Cool.
So, yeah, looks really cool.
Yeah, I like the little armor station he did from The Mandalorian. That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
He's going to win that. I'm pretty sure he's going to win a prize for 1/6 scale.
Yeah.
Because last year there was only like 2 or 3 dioramas, and they weren't that good.
Well, he did my docking bay, which still is missing the Falcon, but he did the docking bay, which is amazing. So I don't want to talk about it. But yeah,
You had him on the show a while back, right, Eben?
Yeah. So Brian used to be, part of the weekly show. And then we brought him back a couple of weeks ago, I think, just to, catch up with Brian and see what he's doing, like his projects.
I remember seeing his stuff. It's impressive.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he does great work.
Yeah, I've got this awesome coffee table looking thing that's the Falcon landing gear.
Oh yeah, that was really cool. He did like a stand for the Falcon, but it's a landing gear from the Falcon.
It's freaking cool.
It's
Very
just really
cool.
Yeah,
He did
very
the
cool.
Han Solo and Carbonite too, right? For you, Joel?
Yep, that's down in the
That's
shop.
there.
Oh yeah, the big diorama. What was that
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back scene, or was it?
Hell yeah. It's got
Yeah.
the Anon Carbonite and that arm that comes down and grabs it.
That's right.
But it's the double, right? Because it's the roof and the floor.
Yeah, it's larger than normal.
Yeah, it looks really good too.
Badass, dude.
Yeah.
So, Joel, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I started off the beginning of the week after Memorial Weekend with some serious dehydration because I didn't drink any water.
It was me last week.
Amateur mistake, dude. Amateur
I
mistake.
know. Too much rum and Diet Coke, Diet Mountain Dew, huh?
I was gonna say you drink Mountain Dew,
I
you get
learned a trick
dehydrated really
a few
quick.
years ago. Sorry, go on, Jeff.
No, I mean he drinks that Mountain Dew, it gets him dehydrated fast.
Oh, buddy, Mountain Dew. Like you're like I can't even imagine. But yeah, I learned that trick just a few years ago. It's like no matter how much I drink, if I have 1 or 2 drinks of water just before bed, I am right as rain the next day, man. If I don't have water, I'm done for like 2-3 weeks. I'm too old to drink now.
What?
Well,
say what?
I'm too old to drink without consequences. I'll put it
There
that
you
way.
There you go.
Yeah.
I found that out the hard way. Oh, I got a sippy cup. Thank you, J2SO. He gave me a line on it.
Shit.
Michael did a Joel. He dropped his
Dude, I got too excited about the sippy cup.
He got excited. He got excited.
That's funny.
That's what I should be drinking out of, right?
It's funny.
Joel, do the sound. Do the sound.
All right. This thing talks a lot.
It's so awesome, though. That's so awesome, man.
He's so angry.
Oh yeah, I love that thing. It's so good.
He's pissed.
Yeah, he is
Yeah,
pissed.
we already got a super chat. Nice. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh yeah, Shane. Donka Shane.
Shane, thank you so much, dude. Oops, wrong one.
That's awesome, man. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Appreciate it, Shane. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back, Joe. Good to see you, man. I thought I wasn't going to see you tonight.
Yeah, whatever. I had to work today, so.
Oh, boo.
And Michael, welcome to the show, man. How you doing?
Buddy, I first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for having me on. I love this show. And, you know, even though I'm up here in Canada, every time I come in the show, I'm like, hey, Spice Runners, just, you know, in the chat, people welcome me. I love it. Just such a community. You know, and I love what you guys bring to the table. Just so talented. You know, I get great ideas. J2SO walked me through my Vader build. I love watching the stuff that Joel builds. You know, Jeff, I got my Home Depot, you know, trooper talking thing, drives my daughter and wife crazy. You know, maybe it's another drill. Not if you say it would not, you know, but it's just so awesome. I get so much from this group. I absolutely love it, and just great people in here. So thank you so much for having me on. And you know, salute to the troops. Even though I'm up here in Canada, Memorial Day weekend. I know it's a big weekend for you guys. So you know, well, you know, sending my love to the troops.
Absolutely. Thank you for that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. We love it. We love to have you here. So appreciate you coming on, man. I know this is it's always weird coordinating stuff, right? Like, hey, where you at? Yeah, we made it happen.
Well, you know,
dude.
I've been wanting to come on the show I've been wanting to come on the show for a while now. It's just schedules and this and that. And you always have such great guests coming on. But yeah, I absolutely love the show. I've been a collector for a really long time. And you know, without, you know, I find that collecting without a community, it gets boring, right? So
it does.
You know, if you're a collector and you tap into that community and you're listening to people, like it just incites you to keep going, and keeps that, I'll say it keeps that addiction flowing, right? You get excited to just not just get a piece, but to show it to your friends and everything. And this group is a big community for you know, Star Wars collecting. So I just love it.
You know, I will say if I wasn't on the show and I didn't learn a lot from the pickups and everybody's collections, this wall would have never happened, and I would have had the wall across from me was with just shelves of figures. So I mean, thanks for
Joe's
all
been
your
getting
guys'
enabled the last 3
inspiration.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. It's a true
So when
statement.
I watch the show and I see the stuff you're building, it's definitely a highlight of the show for me, buddy.
Oh, thanks, man.
You can't, Joel. You can never remove that chrysanthemum either, because I just love the way his personality is in the back.
Yeah.
He's just judging you in the back there.
Dude, he's got to stay there forever.
Yeah. Every time I take a drink, he gives me that look.
Dude, he's like, it's almost like he's looking off camera too, like somebody's coming into the room. Like,
It's like, oh, he's fucking drinking again.
yeah, exactly. It's so good.
It's funny. All right, so let's see. Words of the night. So I put in a couple things. Cool, wow, and badass. Since we're gonna have a walking tour, we're gonna hear a lot of that. So cheers, everybody. Yeah. First drink of the
Basically,
night.
that means even you can't talk all night, man. If those are the words.
I know, right? I did it on purpose. See who gets drunk.
Well, we
All
all
right,
know it would be me.
Let's say what's up to everybody in the chat. So who we got first? Man, Santino in the house.
Oh,
Santino.
Boy, sup, bitches.
Bitches. And sup to my fellow Canadian Michael. Nice. You got Pat's fan saying hi to Santino.
Santino and I have chatted a lot. He's dope.
Oh yeah, Santino's great, man.
So
I've talked to him for a few years now, and he's a good dude, man. Yeah. Dan, what's up, Dan? How you doing?
What's up, Dan?
Got Gap After Dark. What does he say? Spice up your life every bit, and every girl shake it to the left, shake it to the right. That's awesome.
Like
got Joe Hazy.
Hey, Joel.
Playing with his keys. You got Iz Collects. What's up, Iz? How you doing?
Clicking my mouse.
You got Zena in the house. Hello, my spicy friends. Hope you're doing well tonight.
What's up,
Hell
Zena?
yeah. Friday night's always a good night. Get to hang out with everybody. Forget about work for the weekend.
Oh,
hopefully she's been driving her mouse droid around.
I know, right?
I'm with Joel. I missed mine. I missed it.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah,
so good.
I'll get one.
Me too.
OBP Kenobi.
That's
yeah, those things, man. They sold out pretty quick.
So did the C-3PO heads.
Yeah, that's
they keep coming back though, dude.
They came back.
Yep.
They come back like every day. So if I were you, I would just check on Shop Disney every day, and they'll be there in a month. Well, I'll grab one next time I see them because I keep putting it in my cart, and I was like, I don't need another one.
Oh my God! Please. Just do it.
I'll buy a couple next time.
Yeah, if we get two, I'll turn the other one into a sand crawler.
There you go. OBP Kenobi in the house. Hello there. How you doing?
What's up, OBP?
Got a boy Flex in the house. What's up, Flex?
Elijah.
Hey, buddy.
Sexy Flexy.
Got Chris Elliott in the house. What's up, Chris?
Your room is transforming nicely.
Oh yeah, it looks great.
Man, it looks freaking nice. I like the display cabinets he's using.
Hell yeah.
He's got to hurry up before the Bears start up. So.
Hell yeah. Got Rex in the house. What's up, Rex? How you doing?
Rex.
Hey, Rex.
Let's see. Said hi to OBP. Said hi to Gap. Said hi to Is Collects. Said hi to Flex. Let's see. What else we got up in here? Tony Sanchez. What's up, Tony?
Hey, Tony.
We got Sergio in the house. What's up,
Hey,
guys?
Sergio.
Hope everyone's doing well. Doing good, man. And hey, man, in Nicaragua, it's Mother's Day, so say hi to your mom.
Oh, happy Mother's Day.
Hopefully he's feeling better. I think his foot's right. Still mending.
Yeah. Still healing. Jedi Niner. What's up, Janine?
What, Janine?
God's got to be close.
I know. Janine's been a warrior the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, she's a trooper.
Hell yeah.
My love to Scott. Hope he's doing well.
Hell yeah.
All our love to Scott.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Dal Goda in the house. What's up, Dal?
Hey, Dal.
Oh, I'm talking about Scott. There he is.
There's that dude.
Scotty.
Hell yeah. It's
I
so
miss you,
good to see
buddy.
you, man. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
It is good to see him in the chats. So
I miss hearing you, man. You're I love you on the show, dude.
So I got a small moment with that. Michelle started reading out this morning about that, and she was in the other room, and she was calling me and made me drop something in the room. I dropped like a part to my printer, and I was mad. And then I go in there and I was gonna yell at her, and she says, "Scott's on his way to the hospital again." I was like, "I'm a dick."
yeah,
Man. It's scary.
it is scary.
Can't play around.
Yeah.
Glad he's doing good.
Yeah.
Well, we should definitely do a high off.
You turn that loop off.
I meant it. We should do like multiple Scott high so feel better.
Yeah.
Feel better. Get stronger, Scott.
Seeing Scott is there is badass. There we go.
There you go.
So let's see. Shane, what's up, Shane? Again, thank you for the super chat, man. You are so generous.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Enzo in the house. What's up, Enzo? How you doing, buddy?
Enzo.
What's up, Enzo?
We got Chris in the house. Nerd Squadron. What's up, dude? Good to see you.
What's up, Chris?
Let's see.
He's my new friend on Battlefront.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think Frankie, Chris, and George are going to start playing on PC. So
PC. I was about to ask what platform. Nice.
Yeah, PC.
Oh, buddy, I'd love to start playing that again on my PlayStation. I love that game, dude. I'm
so good.
Miss it.
Yeah.
There's a big push to get a Battlefront 3 going, but just number 2, it was just dynamite, man. I love that game.
I never played it.
Oh, it's fantastic, dude.
So
I know.
Also, X-winging it. I've been talking to this week. I didn't know who he was actually when he reached out to me originally.
Oh, Nick,
yeah, Nick. We've been talking about some room stuff, some like setup things, and just bouncing ideas and stuff. So good to see him.
So,
Joel, I'll be honest, man. I envy you because you have an opportunity right now to pick up that game for pennies and go play Battlefront, and it'll blow your mind how immersive it is. Like
if I had that system,
dropped right into Endor. There's like Ewoks running around, ATSTs, like it's crazy, man. Like it's dynamite.
So what PlayStation platform is that on?
Well, it's on it was on 4, I think, but
you can do 4.
You play it on 5 or 4.
I don't know what I got.
You probably
I might have a 4. I think I got a 4.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you have a 4, Joel. I think that I remember that the last
bucks, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Beautiful
good to see you.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good. So what's Nick saying? What's up, you spicy Gamorrean beast? Happy Spice night. Lucasfilm good.
Yeah.
What's up, Justin Jacobs?
Up,
Ooh,
Justin?
I made it. Yeah.
Hey, Justin.
Justin. Let's see. Tyrone Nix in the house. What's up, Tyrone?
Hey, Tyrone.
On with the show. This is Hiya, y'all. Hiya.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll drink to that.
Got BJ in the house. What's up, BJ? How you doing? And talking about BJ, we'll catch everybody up after the greeting the chat here on the latest on the maquette poster project. It's coming along.
Yeah.
So let's see what else we got up in here. We got Sergio. We got everybody. Oh, we got Raging Mando in the house.
Hey, Frankie.
I need to get a stampede sound so when he comes on, I just have a stampede going. Darth Jixer in the house. Evening Spicers. Can't wait to see the collection. Oh, yeah. Me too. Got GD in the house. Have a great show, gang, at WWE SmackDown in Knoxville. Prayers for Scott and Janine. Hell yeah. Amen.
Yeah.
Have fun out there, man. You should hang out with J2SO. He likes to see grown men fighting in tights.
And knee pads. Yeah.
Knee
that.
Nice.
We got Bryant in the house. What's up, Bryant? How you doing?
What's up, Bryant?
Hey, Bryant.
Bryant's on some secret set in the UK for Ahsoka.
Uh-oh.
What?
Rebel Scum. Yeah, man. He's a
awesome.
dude. Rebel Scum, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Let's see. I think we said hi to Dan. If we didn't, hey, we say hi again. What's up, Dan?
We did.
Oh, snap. Is Collects in the house? Monkey finger. Oh, someone's acting monkey finger.
Uh-oh.
All right. For those that are new to the chat, monkey finger.
No. You
Close your
cannot
eyes.
do this.
3, 2, 1. You were warned.
My God.
Thank you, Iz, for the super chat. I think the monkey finger monkey appreciates it too. I gotta make a shirt for that. Let's see. I think we made it to the bottom. Shit, awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if this is your first time on the channel and you're just watching this for the first time, we do have a drinking game. So the words of the night that we have are, let's see, cool, wow, and badass. So if you hear any of that and you hear the sound, take a drink. It could be any kind of drink: water, Gatorade, coffee, energy drink, whatever you like. Just don't drink your pee.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button. There's 50 of you in here right now, so smash that like.
Hell yeah. Let the YouTube gods know that we're doing a good job. All right, real quick before we get to Michael Barrett. So BJ, she's been doing an awesome job running this maquette print and these other prints from the Smithsonian project for the Spice Runners Lounge. Appreciate all the work you've done. As you can see here, we got some plaques that are inbound to her place from the UK. So signatures are done and prints are in work, and she's getting ready to ship things out soon. So excited for this one. This is a pretty badass. Oh shit! Pretty awesome thing that she did to bring Michael's work to the community. So thank you so much, BJ. So just wanted to give a quick update on that because I know folks are patiently waiting on this.
It's a good signature too.
Oh yeah,
clean.
It looks so good, man.
Yeah.
All right, so let's swap this around and get ready for Michael Barrett. He put you in a hot seat right here.
I love the hot seat, man. That's what it's all about. Love it.
Right. There we go.
Oh man, my head looks big. Dude, I still haven't taken off my COVID weight, man.
Yeah, and so
that's awesome.
So I know. So Michael Barrett, man, tell us a little bit about yourself. What got you into Star Wars?
I've always loved Star Wars, right? So I remember the first movie I ever went to see. I was a little boy. I went to go see Return of the Jedi with my grandpa. And I just remember being scared. It was just so big, and I remember, he was holding my hand, and the big Rancor comes out, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, and I love that. I love that about Star Wars, right? Because it was made for all audiences, but they weren't afraid of scaring a kid a little bit, right? Like you kind of grew with those movies, and part of that kind of stuck with you. And I just always loved Star Wars. My father did. And he got those old VHS cassettes at home, and I used to just watch them over and over and over. And I've always loved it, man. I never kicked the habit. I just love the characters, love the archetypes, love the the development, the storylines, the time, the special effects, just everything. It just blew me away. So I've always been a diehard fan.
Awesome. So out of all the Star Wars movies, which one was
Empire.
your favorite? Empire?
Yeah, man. There's no competition. Empire is not just the best Star Wars movie; it's one of the greatest movies. Period. It's an exceptional movie, and it was perfect in every way. There was no cringe. Everything was exceptional. The storyline and the arcs and the character development and the interaction between the characters. And what's amazing is that, throughout most of the, almost the entire movie, that main cast, they're not together, right? You got kind of Luke going on his one way and the other group kind of going the other way. And then like they come together right at the end in some way, shape or form. They're not even fully together except for that final shot. And it's incredible. It just brings you through such a journey. And I love it. And it's really the first time you really get to, know Vader, and I've always loved Vader as a kid, always. And you get to know him a little bit about what makes him tick. So, yeah, I've always loved that movie.
Oh, yeah. Definitely one of the best movies of all time.
Oh, yeah.
So how long have you been collecting?
Too long, man. I remember, like, I've been living in Toronto for about 25 years. So I'm up here in Canada. I live in Toronto for about 25 years. And I remember, like, back in the day before I moved to Toronto, I lived in Montreal, and I used to collect those McFarlane figurines because I had no money, so I used to collect these little dorky McFarlane ones because they were pretty cool, right? But, they're just a few bucks for each one. And, then I went down to New York. And what's that good comic place? Midtown Comics?
Midtown,
New
yep.
York? Yeah, man. So I went in there and I was like, this is crazy. It was the first time I saw these really nice statues. I bought the black symbiote Spider-Man, brought that home, and I was done. I was hooked right away, and I started getting into the Marvel stuff. And then, I realized, wow, there's all this cool Star Wars stuff out. I've always been a diehard Star Wars fan. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry, man.
We can give you
I
a
realized
pass.
there's all this Star Wars stuff out, and I just got on board, and I never kicked the habit. I've loved it, for a long, long time. My wife and I have been married for over 15 years, and she's always known me deep in this habit, and she loves it. And well, she doesn't love it; she puts up with it.
Don't they all?
And I love it. And we were joking around earlier, right? Joel and I, we were kind of saying, at least it's not, something worse, at least we're not, what did I say?
No, the chat, someone said, that's cool.
Oh. I thought I messed up again. Okay.
No, you're good.
All right. Thanks.
You get a pass since you're talking.
But yeah, like what it's just so cool, right? So, like a lot of the people, like, oh shit. Man, you messed up this word. This is not a good word. I was about to say it again. Oh man. But like the majority of people probably in this chat and in this group, right? Like my friends think I'm crazy. Like, I go to them like, oh, I got this whole Star Wars level to my house, and they're like, you got a what? And then they come in and they're like, oh, this is pretty cool. But I know in the back of their mind, they're like, this guy's a little crazy, right? But I love it. I just can't kick it. I adore this hobby, and I love the people that are in it. It's just dynamite, and I love coming into these rooms every week.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So from all that, what was your first Star Wars piece that you bought as a collectible?
Oh shit!
Do you still have it?
Oh yeah. I don't get rid of any of my Star Wars. My first Star Wars piece, and I could show you here really quick.
Yeah,
but,
go for it.
Hold on a second. Let me flip around my camera. This isn't a collectible, but it was more something that I made as a child, and some of you will remember these. These little guys right here.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, the ceramics.
Yeah, when I was a little kid, this is my paint from, 40 years old, and I painted these. I painted these with my dad.
Oh, that's really cool.
Oh man,
they're so good.
Yeah, I'll never get rid of these. So these were the first Star Wars pieces I ever got. And yeah, I'll keep them forever. They got a special place in my collection here.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, that's what it's all about, right? It's not just about, you know, the lore and the Star Wars, like it's a, like, you know, for real collectors like us, it taps into something, you know, deeper, that's, you know, nostalgic, and it brings you back to the time for me, it was you know, being with my father, being with my grandfather, and this stuff. It was a part of my life as a kid, you know.
Memories,
Yeah.
absolutely. So yeah, so I don't know if Jeff or Joe have any questions before we start the tour.
Do you? Is there something that you don't
Got any
have
question,
right now
guys?
where you're just like, I need to have that? Like, is there a character or something that you're like searching for right now? You've been collecting
You know
for
what
so
bothers
long.
me?
A Grail piece.
Yeah, what's your Grail piece?
I got everything I need.
There you go.
You know, there's a couple things I'd like to do. So I've just kind of found out that you could 3D print the pieces to the Han Solo carbonite, and I'd like to get a hold of those to make like a real Han Solo and carbonite 1-to-1. So I think I'm gonna get working on that. You know, I've been talking with someone about maybe picking up an Aura Singh PF, like the original, you know, from a long time ago. And one thing that I'm missing from my collection, and it bothers me because I don't love the statue, but it's kind of ridiculous that I don't have it, is the Han Solo premium format. I don't love the statue.
It's too cartoony.
But it's Han Solo.
Yeah.
And I've been procrastinating for like 10 years on getting the statue because I don't love it, but it's Han Solo. So, you know, anyways, I'm always open to finding that piece. I'm hoping that, you know, I'm just going to bump into someone that's like, hey, I'm just giving away my Han Solo premium format. I'll be like, I'll take it. But, you know, that's.
Well, as collectors, there's always a piece that you like want to own in your collection. I think that you just kind of delay, and
Yeah.
it's like it's that on the fence one too, right? It's not necessarily a Grail, but it's like you kind of like sit and you wait for it, right? So
that's right. You know, we've all got that one where we're kind of like, you know, I really dig that, but you know, one of my problems is I have no impulse control. My wife will tell you that, like, you know, I'm like, oh, that looks pretty cool. Guess I'll just buy it, and you know, and right away it's just, yeah, it's done, man. I'm on the list right away, EX or nothing, you know, and you know, I don't have good self-control. So unfortunately that's just where I am. This is an expensive hobby, and but I just love the pieces that I have. I don't feel like I'm really missing anything. I'm a little sad I didn't get on the DMD 1/3 scale Vader. I think that's one that I probably would have loved, but to be honest with you, I just don't have the room for it anyways anymore.
True.
So, you know, and you'll see that in my collection today. Like, I try to be really cognizant of the space. You know, that's a big thing for me, is I don't just want to have stuff. I want to, you know, showcase it in a way that it's like, you know, I'm like, so to be organized, so I can't have too much clutter.
Wait, before Pats goes, follow-up question to that is there a piece now that there's like, you got no room, you're getting down to like, okay, I got no room in here, but is there a piece what's the piece that you would kick out of the room in order to like make that Grail piece happen?
No.
Oh, now he's wanting to trade.
Yeah. My room is he's looking for trades. You know, I've got, you know, would I trade my, you know, first generation Boba Fett 1-to-1 bust for the newer one? Probably. But it's just, you know, I'm in a place now where I love it. Like, I just love it. You know, I love coming down here. I don't feel it's broken. I don't feel like there's a hole somewhere that I'm just like, I gotta fill that. You know, I'm in a good place, you know, where now I'm kind of looking and like, my daughter's like, you should get the Ewok premium format. I'm like, I'm kind of, I'm in a place right now where I'm kind of filling space I don't need to fill, but I just got such a love for the hobby that I'll probably be an idiot and buy that one, that Ewok premium format, even though he looks like a
Yeah. Makes sense.
Well, before we get to Pat's fans question, got a super chat. So a request for the monkey finger. Well, thank you, Brian. Let me find the media real quick. I don't know where I did with it. Oh, there it is.
Everybody look away.
All right, guys. Oh, here comes the super chat for Brian. Thank you, Brian.
Nobody loves the chimpanzee shooting those guys up. I mean, come on.
I know, right? So Pat's fan had a question. He says, "What's the one piece you grab from a fire?"
What's the one piece that what?
You grab from a fire. I think it was what he's asking is, what will be the piece you grab if there's a fire in your house?
Oh man.
You're gonna burn.
It can't be the wampa because I think you need two people for that.
Just gonna curl up in the fetal position in the fire and let it take me.
I think you broke up.
Oh, you're chopping, Michael.
Choppa
with it. I can't leave all my stuff. Am I not coming through?
You're cutting up pretty bad.
Choppy.
Yeah, I started getting choppy there for a second. It's the Canadian internet. It's okay.
Yeah.
Let me know if I'm back.
You're back.
Canadian internet, man. I'm back. Okay. I've always loved my Iron Studios Vader. That's just such a beautiful piece. I love it. But there's one piece that I got recently that I gotta say is exceptional, and that's my 1/4 scale Mythos Vader.
Ooh,
I can't tell you how much I appreciate this piece. Like, I know it sounds like kind of stupid because it's a new piece, and I'm kind of on the bandwagon of, oh, it's a new piece. I kind of just really like it because it's new, but I look at this thing and I'm like, this is incredible. Like it
how
is.
How about we start the tour and show it to us?
All right, man. Sounds good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna walk over and you're gonna get to look at my ugly mug for another couple minutes here, a couple seconds here while I walk over.
Yeah, and if you have any customs, just call them out as customs. That way we you don't call out the makers online.
Yeah, done. So you're on. Okay. Can you see me? You can see my room?
We see stuff.
It's a little dark here. Hold on. We'll light up this hall.
Oh, nice.
That seemed like a little bit of a setup. I'm just saying.
I know, right?
Let me just light up the wall over here.
So this is
seems a little dark. Let me light this up.
Let me just take care of that real quick.
So this is right when I come down the stairs. I get down here. I get to my cold cellar. I've got my Solo. I've got my Rogue One poster. I got a Mando poster over here. And my 3 original Master Replica sabers, as well as my Jabba. Let me turn on some lights here. It's a little dark.
There we go. Nice.
Yeah. I got my Jabba. Everyone's very familiar with that. Here, I could turn these bastards off. They make a lot of noise.
It still holds up after all these years, man.
So I got my Jabba. He kind of sits alone. Great piece. I've always loved him. That's pretty much it for this part of the tour. You'll see I changed all my light switches to the Empire light switches, which kind of gives it a vibe. Stairs coming down. all the light switches kind of go like this.
Those are cool.
I just got those off of
Whitey's,
like Etsy or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I think I got that same exact one.
Yeah, they're dynamite.
That's awesome.
Yeah, little Empire, the Empire Needs You poster, which I've always loved.
Cool. Where's that from?
Just a Comic-Con, man.
Nice, dude.
The convention. And then you get into the thick of the room. So you can see it's pretty nice and clean. I'm old school. People will think I'm crazy. I'm still on detolls. I just can't get past the glass, man. The glass just, gives everything. You could see the full collection, and yeah.
Yeah, it's impressive.
A lot of quarter scale.
Oh, I'm a scale snob, Joel. I'm a
Just like
scale
Joe.
snob. I'll say it. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So you probably remember this guy. We had the Tuscan and the Massive.
I love that piece.
I love your
Yeah, that's
bases,
a good
dude.
piece.
Are those custom bases or?
I made them myself.
Oh, nice, dude.
Are you
I just went to Home Depot and got planks of wood and glued them together, dude.
Wow.
It's dead easy, Same with all my bases. They all kind of.
Oh, the Cammy. That one's tough.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's the Big E guy. So yeah, I got the Tuscan on the Massive. Great thing. One issue with this guy, I keep it because the Massive is incredible, but he's by no means at scale with the original Tuscan. Original Tuscan is much, much, much bigger than the custom. But yeah, still a beautiful piece, and I keep it for the Massive. I just love the details on them, and beautiful, beautiful piece.
Joel Creatures,
sort of diorama aspect.
That's great.
Yeah,
I've never seen that piece.
Oh, the Massive is beautiful. He was a bit of a pain to put together, the pieces in the back, but I love that sort of. The Massive, and I'm a dog lover, and watching the Mando series and all that, like I found that the Massive gave a full other aspect to the Tuscans. That was kind of cool, right? Like they were able to domesticate these. Oh, sorry guys. But they were able to domesticate these incredible beasts, right? And I just absolutely love that. I love the Massive. So great detail in that guy. Look at those teeth. You get right into his mouth. Absolutely fantastic.
When it shipped, did it have did you have to put those spikes in individually, or did it ship?
Yeah, and that was the problem, right? Like each spike was color coded, so you had to kind of match them up. But I mean, like you look how many there are, right? Like there's so many, and yeah. But yeah, it was fantastic. Well worth putting it together. I'd love to see what it's like with the other side of the diorama.
Oh, it's huge when you put them both together.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's huge because the other half
be really committed to Tuscan.
Yeah.
The female, right?
I would love to see. I would have loved to have seen. I love the fact that they added the female to this, but I would have loved to have seen the chief, right? Like that we saw in Fett. Not that I loved that show, but I thought that character design was pretty cool.
I could make a quarter scale one possibly.
Yeah, that's cool. Like that has not been done, and that probably won't be done, Joel.
Well, it might be.
Yeah, that's cool if you pull that together.
Even Dan agrees with me that the spikes are a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, man. Like if you put them together and then you're like, this doesn't work, and then you have to redo it. You pull them all out again, and then you have to put them back in, and yeah, it was a pain. But yeah, he's a beautiful creature, and I can't get rid of this piece, even though the scale isn't exactly where I'd like it to be. I can't get rid of this because of the Massive.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome piece. From there, I move over to my 1-to-1 Maul. I keep his hood up. I don't know why. For me, Maul was just epically cool. You know, he oh shit. But he just looked the best when he had his hood up and he was after Qui-Gon, you know, just floating across Tatooine. You know, I just thought he looked so epic. And so I leave that hood up, and right on top I got the Ray Park signature right there, which is really cool.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Okay, no, give me a pass. Give me a free pass on that one. You know, I met Ray Park a couple times at convention, and it was really awesome. Oh shit. Is that one of the words?
It is.
What are you doing to me? It was really great, you know, because, you know, I had, you know, back then I used to collect the Kotobukiyas, and he took my Darth Maul and he signed it, you know, "At last we will have revenge," which was pretty cool. Even though it wasn't Ray Park that said it in the movie, it was just such an epic line for Darth Maul to say. So that was neato. I don't have any words, man. I can't.
I like neato.
Hey, Michael, is that picture, is it in a floating frame?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So all my pictures are the same. So, you know, you take the Maul, you float over here to Jeremy Bullock.
Ooh.
Right? And then you float over here to David Prowse.
Oh, nice.
But, you know, I actually have this story about David Prowse. Actually, I'll tell you that in a little bit when I get to some Vader stuff.
Oh, you teaser.
Yo,
so Michael, this will sound really snobby. So I don't mean it that way. To try not to take it that way, but like the glass for signatures, like be careful with it, right? Because sometimes the signatures will lift on the glass.
Actually, that's a really smart recommendation. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so you may want to look at like some spacer there, or like a mat or something, right? Just because you don't want it to. I think you being in the basement, it won't impact it as heavy as it would be. It'll take a lot longer for you, but just be careful.
Jeff, I don't think that's snobby. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
It'll lift. Yeah, it'll lift the ink. So.
No, that's good advice.
That is good advice.
I don't want to be like, oh, hey, well, you know, just yeah.
So I moved right over.
I just don't want anything.
Maul, and then I got my Maul right here. So one thing that you'll notice about my collection is that it goes chronologically from the movies. So I start with the prequels, and the whole collection moves chronologically with how the characters come out in the movies.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm a bit of an organizational freak, and you know, I'm the type of guy that, you know, organizes my movies by alphabetical order. So
no.
Yeah, man. So I got my Maul here. I absolutely love this piece. I personally think it's underrated. You know, just the look on his face is exceptional. Like that is Maul. You know, through and through. You know, that is Maul. It's perfect. I found the fabric was good, even though he's got kind of the puffy Cinderella, you know, shoulders a little bit, but that's how his costume was, you know, and absolutely fantastic. So I've always loved this piece. I've always loved this character. He was the redeeming factor, in my opinion, of the first prequel. So absolutely loved it.
Nice.
We go down to our friend Django. So you know, one thing I do have to say for collectors when picking this piece, so this piece is really how would you say it, kind of like fidgety. It always kind of leans down on there for me. But when you're picking up this piece, always remember, pick it up from the bottom. I made the mistake of picking it up from here and the whole base dropped. Luckily it didn't smash, but yeah, always remember, be very careful when picking up this piece. Again, just a dynamite piece. I was, you know, one of the most exciting things about the prequels was the idea we were going to see more Mandalorians, and of course the idea of Book of Boba Fett and the Mandalorian show, they weren't even a dream at that time. So that was pretty cool for me. I was always a fan of the original trilogy, Boba Fett. I still listen to those little clips on YouTube of Boba Fett in his original voice. Do you ever listen to those?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do I. Where he kind of sounds like the Clint Eastwood sort of bad cowboy kind of guy, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like I just wish they could bring that voice back. So raspy, just really awesome. That voice, in my opinion, kind of made that character. But anyways, I was happy to see they kind of brought back the Mandalorian in some way, shape, or form. I thought this character was pretty cool. I wish they kept the original cut of when Mace Windu killed him. The one that we saw wasn't the actual version that was originally filmed.
Really?
But
Really? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. So what happens you got Django, he comes down into the arena to face Windu, and you can actually find it on YouTube. It's pretty cool. And Windu, he runs towards him, he hacks his arms off. Oh yeah. He deflects his blaster shots, he hacks his arm off, and then he cuts right through his body and takes his head off. It's actually much bloodier than the version that we saw. So pretty cool. Yeah, I'll send it to you guys when I get the shot. But yeah, you could find that on YouTube. It's pretty cool.
Wow, that's cool.
This piece, obviously, just a beautiful, beautiful piece. I absolutely love it. I think now that you could find this in a smaller scale, something like this, right? Have you seen it?
I made it in a smaller scale, and then I.
Did you?
I sold my quarter scale. Yeah.
Yeah, I just absolutely love this piece. It's that was that was really the big thing about the second movie, right? Was actually seeing Yoda in action. So that was pretty awesome. I think everyone kind of went, "Oh shit!" when he started flipping around, and you're kind of like, "What's going on here?" Right? And then you kind of see him, just taking down troopers in the third one. So I just thought that was absolutely epic. So yeah, I love this piece. When I got into 1/4 scale collecting, I had to have this.
Yeah, this was my favorite quarter scale piece, and I had to make it in 1/6.
And you just see the look on his face, right? Like he's just like, nope. Like that's
eat shit, boy.
Yeah, he's looking at you in the eye. Right. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then we got our quarter scale Tusken. And this piece, is really an exceptional piece. First of all, he's absolutely huge. He's a big, big, big boy. But one of the amazing things about this piece is just the fabric, right? It feels gritty, the material. It's exceptionally well done. You look at the kind of paintwork and texturing that's done on his mask, it's exceptional. So this piece was it's just a beautiful, beautiful piece, even though it's predominantly fabric. You could pull it all up and you could see that underneath there's still work done, even though you're not seeing it.
Oh, Joel's getting excited.
Yeah, show me those, man. Camera number one.
Lift it up.
All right, that's enough.
He's like, I can make it bigger.
You cheeky bastards.
Joel holds over.
That'll be in my spank bank.
I'll make it more in scale.
Yeah. That's the amazing thing, right? And that's what I love about premium formats, right? A lot of times, like, even though a lot of it's fabric, you could lift up that fabric and you'll still see there's a lot of work underneath. So it's not like they cheap out and put like just little sticks, for legs and everything underneath here. It's like, no, they simulate like the actual bandages and wrapping going right up the body, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I love the mixed media premium formats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a must for me.
Then we move over to Rogue One.
Lucky dog.
Yeah, beautiful. So You know, one of the things with this piece, which obviously was different, was this is the first time I think Sideshow ever launched a quarter scale with a PVC face, which in my opinion worked. Sideshow was notoriously bad for paint work, you know, on faces. Their eyes were always cross-eyed. It was a problem. So yeah, I think that their move to PVC was absolutely the right move. But again, another underestimated piece. Like, the fabric is absolutely fantastic. You see the coloring on the hosing, the tubing, as well as the mask. Just a fantastic piece, and she was really a great character. And in my opinion, this is by far one of the best Star Wars movies ever created.
So, Michael, you, I'm sensing a theme. You prefer mixed media in the statues, then? You prefer it?
In the beginning, I had a hard time with mixed media. I found it very doll-like, and I had to kind of get over that idea and really embrace it. But when you look at now mixed media and you develop an appreciation for it, like, you look at the pants, right? Like, how well that's actually cut. It's riveted all the way around the pants, exactly in tune with the character. You know, small little things like the clips, you know, that go on here, you know, the leathers that are used, you know, for the, you know, holsters, these sorts of things. It's exceptionally well done. And not just the mixed media, but the, you know, the coloring on it, the stitching. Like, you have to really appreciate how well these things are made. It's quite incredible. You know, things like this, it's quite amazing.
I think the I think the I think the thing that I didn't realize is the last couple videos that Sideshow has been putting out, they've been actually having the guy that does the design work for the cloth and the mixed media, and like, to hear him talk about what goes into actually putting the mixed media together, you do add, like, it adds a lot to it as far as like how much research they have to do. As far as, it's not just they just go out and buy some fabric. I mean, they do a lot of research.
Absolutely, man, 100%. And you know, when they do mixed media in alignment with sculpt, like, you look at the fabric here, and you look at the boots. Like, these boots look like leather. Like, they've done a really good job of replicating garments and fabrics. You know, with even their sculpting now. So you gotta give them a hats off. But for the most part, it's very hard to beat an actual fabric with these pieces. And of course, this, you know, Jyn, her hood comes on and off. I love to see her face. She's got a beautiful face, Felicia, and they did a great job with the PVC, you know, launch of this portrait.
That's a good one. You don't see that one that often. I don't see that one that often.
No, not
it's
at all,
a fantastic piece, and in my opinion, very underrated. But you know, you also don't see it on the secondhand market, which is nice. Which essentially tells you the people that have it, they keep it, right? And I think that they keep it because just the movie was so incredible, and I think everyone knows you're not going to get another Jyn or so 1/4 scale. It's just not going to happen.
I don't think you're going to get a 6 scale either.
You're probably right. Like the Rogue One series, that was a one-shot deal, and I think whatever is out, and you're not getting any more unless it, you know, kind of crept its way into Andor.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's how it is. Moving down to this big monster, you know, absolutely love him. Sorry, he's got dead eyes right now. I don't have him turned on. You know, I had a bit of a hard time buying this piece. Not because I don't love the character. I absolutely adore the character, but you know, there's just a lot of blank space for a character that was priced this high. You know, from what I remember, he was quite expensive, and it took me a while to pull the trigger on him. But you know, who doesn't love K2SO?
Right.
Just an exceptional character. You know, this is the first time they really, you know, because you know, R2 was all personality. Yeah, absolutely. Our R2D2, right? So our two droid archetypes. You had R2D2 that didn't look human, but he had great senses of how to deal with people. You know, and you know, he was full of personality. Then he had C3PO, who looked human but had no personality. and had no idea how to deal with humans. And then you just had this new droid archetype thrown into the mix of K2SO. And he was just so exceptionally done that, in time I had to pull the trigger on this piece. He's a monster. He's a very large piece. Absolutely fantastic. And I do recommend him for anyone who's thinking about pulling the trigger on him. Again, another piece you will not see again in a quarter scale.
So good.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's great.
That's definitely great.
You can always get like some, I don't know, like a trooper helmet or a couple trooper helmets thrown at the bottom of it.
Actually, that would be a dynamite idea. I've got one actually.
Yeah, just throw it on the bottom of the base just to give it a little more.
Yeah, I've got a trooper helmet actually, so I can definitely do that. What a smart idea, Joel. Go make
that stuff from Joel.
I could hook you up. I'll be your Huckleberry.
Make us some trooper helmets, dude. Moving over, obviously we've got the Shore Trooper. We know who made this. Absolutely fantastic. I just got one out of the two of them. I thought that kind of made the punch. This figure is slightly oversized. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. Great. It was a great costume. It was the first time we ever saw that sort of departure from the conventional sort of stormtrooper. The clone troopers looked a lot like the conventional stormtrooper. This mask and the outfit looked very different from what we'd seen before. So I absolutely loved that. When the Shore Troopers showed up on the scene in Rogue One, I was all about that. And of course, we see this mask carry on into the Mando series. What was it, when he was the transport guy?
Yep.
Yeah, when he was in the transport. So it's essentially the same mask, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I absolutely love this piece. We got the Death Trooper here, which is a fantastic piece. Again, just a really big bastard. These guys were, well, I think we all fell in love with these guys and what they were about. Sorry, I'll open up the case. The idea that, they were communicating and you didn't understand a word they were saying, but they just looked so cool. Back at this time when Rogue One came out, funny story, I used to work at Nissan Canada, and we actually did a launch, of our vehicle, the new Rogue, the Nissan Rogue.
Right.
We did a cross promo with the Rogue One movie launch, which is really cool. And all of us at head office got a full scale 1-to-1 Death Trooper helmet, which was pretty cool. And we all had that on our desk. So that's a little backstory there.
That's badass.
Yeah. So everyone at Nissan Canada that worked on the campaign had a Death Trooper helmet sitting on their desk, which is pretty cool.
That's cool. You still have it?
No, because I'm an idiot and I sold it.
Oh, I wonder if Dubag bought it from you.
Well, now the Black Series are coming out with a Death Trooper helmet, so I'm gonna pick one up. OG Tarkin. Yeah. I mean, just what a dynamite character.
So good.
Yeah, it's still just a fantastic piece. You got to hand it to this piece because it's just simplicity. The idea of this character, right, is that he's smart. He's a military strategist, and the goal of this, the statue captures the ethos of the character. He's pensive, right? He's thinking, and that's what I love, right? So when I'm looking at a statue, one of the first things I try and think of is, does it capture the ethos of the character? And this one 100% does. Right. This is actually, and I'm not knocking the new Thrawn statue, but in my opinion, this is what Thrawn should be doing in a 1/4 scale.
Yeah, instead of sitting down.
Yeah, Thrawn is a military mastermind, and his power is thought. His power is thinking. And it's really, it's brain versus brawn with Thrawn. He's essentially unbeatable because he's just too smart. And in my opinion, this is the kind of pose we should see for a 1/4 scale Thrawn statue. Yeah, dynamite. I didn't think the medical droid was all that necessary, but whatever, it came with it, so threw it in.
That's a pricey statue.
This guy
goes for crazy money. Yeah, that one does.
It goes for over $3,000. Yep.
Oh yeah, $2,000 or $3,000 easy.
What? Okay, all right. That's.
I mean, never mind. You should sell that, Michael. It's trash. You should just go. About $500.
But you know, like, again, you'll never see another one, right? You'll never see another 1/4 scale Tarkin. It just won't happen.
I regret not getting this piece when it came out.
Yeah, he was probably $50 when he came out.
It was like $289 or something. It was cheap.
Yeah,
I actually like the interrogation droid thing. That's cool.
Yeah, it definitely adds a layer of it, right? And again, you know, like you can kind of peel this back and you see, you know, underneath the cloth, you know, he's got the what do they call it? I forget what they're called. The same sort of thing. Yeah. But you know, everything. It's just so well done, right? The cloth is perfect. It's exactly what you'd expect.
It's really good for the age of it too. It's good.
Yeah, and you know, the simplicity just, you know, I like that. You know, I like empty space. I like white space. Moving down here, you'll recognize awesome this guy. All right. So again, another custom. Fantastic piece. And you know, you'll notice, well, actually I'll show you a little bit later, but this guy came with 2 portraits. And I got the 1/4 scale Sand Trooper from Sideshow also. And you know, the one with the horse face, you know the one I'm talking about?
Nope.
Oh, well, there's a 1/4 scale Sand Trooper that was made by Sideshow way back. And the mask is way too long. They really messed up with how they made the mask. It was like a horse face. And I took the second portrait from this piece and I put it on the Sideshow piece, and it looks 1,000 times better. So anyone that's sitting on the Sideshow piece and one of these, take that second portrait from this piece, stick it on your Sideshow piece, and you'll be a happy bunny. Yeah, but this piece is absolutely awesome.
The base is cool on it. It has that.
Yeah. And it just captures that moment, right? Like, hey, look, sir, droids, right? Like, it's just, you know, you remember that from A New Hope, right?
Wow.
Or he's sizing the other trooper up. He's like, hey, okay.
Exactly. So moving on to our heroes gallery, you know,
That's
of course,
an awesome set.
Yeah, this is, in my opinion, unbeatable for C-3PO and R2. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love the Falcon base. It kind of works with the Chewie and Han Falcon base. You know, just absolutely beautiful. You can obviously separate these two, so you could pose them separately. You know, I absolutely love it. And of course, it lights up both the R2 and the 3PO. You got the silver leg. You know, it's just a fantastic piece. Really, really well done. And of course, I've kind of got my 3PO with his hand out onto R2, kind of, you know, stay with me, R2, you know, sort of that Endor scene, you know, and that's just such a classic pose between those two. And I love it. Right. And aside from Vader, if anyone said, you know, what's the most recognizable characters from Star Wars, it's these two, you know, by far. I
tried buying this twice, and both times it was broken.
Oh no!
Really?
Yeah,
Shipped broken.
Yep.
Damn.
So I was like, oh, I gave up.
What'd you do with them?
I returned them. I did get a refund.
Back. Yeah.
Yeah.
A really cool thing with these guys, right, is that you could remove the restraining bolts from both of the droids, which is really cool. And of course, they light up and just absolutely beautiful. You know, I've always loved R2, you know, and 3PO was kind of, you know, it's 3PO, but, you know, I've always loved R2. Like, he's always been Star Wars for me.
Very cool.
Yeah, man. I would love to see a 1/4 scale B2 emo. I think that'd be fantastic. For some reason, that droid tugs at my heartstrings too, the way R2 used to. So, absolutely love that. Of course, we go down to our Chewbacca, which was essentially, this is the 2nd gen Chewbacca, which is essentially the same as the 1st gen Chewbacca, except they put him on a Falcon base, which probably ticked off a lot of people who got that 1st gen Chewbacca, but absolutely fantastic. I should have the accompany Han Solo piece that goes with this, but like I said, I've just been on the for so long on it, man.
Eben will trade you for the Tarkin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I actually gave this one to my buddy James Kaduku.
Yeah,
I was because I always move stuff around, and that head just is not stable, and it just came off one day, and it's like, boom.
Magnetized, and magnet sucks.
It's not really magnetized; it's pegged in there.
Oh, just pegged in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never thing about this piece here, right, is like the way that they managed to pull off, fur, from a sculpted perspective. Like you look at the details here on under his arm, right down here, like that is incredible.
That's why I didn't get it.
I was what were you gonna say, Joel? What was it?
Well, I like the fact that I didn't get it because it didn't have fur.
Yeah,
got it.
But that's like you love, like Joel, you love like very tactile figures. Like you like to build this stuff with like fur and leather. Like you like the real fabric.
I do.
Like, yeah, I noticed that about you. Like if like your size noodles, like you want a real feather on that thing. Like it's
fuck that plastic shit.
Yeah, like that's your jam, and that's what separates you, is that you use real materials, which is really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Princess Leia.
This is a great piece.
This. Yeah.
This is, Michael, this is that question I was asking you at the beginning, where it's like, oh, you pass up on one like so many times. I've passed up on this so many times from a statue.
The Leia.
Yeah.
I love this piece.
I almost bought that one that George bought this week.
Yeah. So. The thing about this piece that was really it closed it for me was that she died when it came out.
Oh,
it's a stunning piece. I mean, really, you look at it, that's her.
That's Carrie Fisher. Again, they did it with PVC. They had her, they left her kind of chubby cheeks that she's always had.
Yeah.
They didn't try and thin her out or make her into some version of Leia that she wasn't. The fabrics are exceptionally well done. I'm not pulling up her skirt, you dirty bastards. Again, the Falcon base, so it just fits with, the other pieces. But this is Leia. Like, this is your New Hope Leia. This is unembellished. This is just raw Carrie Fisher, A New Hope. Droopy boobs, like nothing special. Princess Leia.
Yep.
And it's perfect. She's perfect.
Yeah, it's definitely her.
Yeah, unmistakably.
Yep.
Yeah, fantastic, and again, underrated piece.
That's one of the pieces I still use white gloves for when I touch it.
You remember, you know this guy?
Oh yeah, nice custom.
So now this piece, I actually did in 1/6 scale, and it inspired me so much. I actually made that bar.
One thing, and if the maker is on this, he'll remember. Him and I were talking back and forth about ideas, and I actually gave him the idea for this piece. So I was, talking to him, and I said, I'd love to see a Greedo that's kind of sitting, and the idea was that he was sort of standing in the cantina, and he was looking across, and he sees Han Solo, and it's just before he walks up to Han Solo, and you've got the bounty puck, right, which is an option. And the maker of this, I'm hoping he's in here. He's absolutely dynamite, and I've got a ton of pieces from him. He goes, I love that idea. I'm going to make it. And I absolutely love this piece. You could hear him kind of, solo, You know, like you just hear him perfectly. Like that's Greedo. Yeah, just an awesome. Like for some reason, he was just this cool alien that you saw once in the entire trilogy. You didn't see another Greedo. You didn't see another, one Rodian. Like it was just this one Rodian that you saw, and that was it. Until, of course, they came out with the updates to A New Hope and added the other Greedo standing outside the Falcon, which strangely had the exact same clothes as this Greedo, but that's okay.
So after the show, I want to ask you about that coin.
Which coin?
That comes with a coin, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
Okay, man.
Yeah, it does have a coin, Joel.
I know, I'm geeking.
Yeah. This custom piece that was the eyes for me, the paint on the eyes is fantastic. So
yeah, one thing that's fantastic, right, is that it's not black, it's purplish, which is aligned with the original character. So they're like a deep purple, which is fantastic. But the paint application on this piece, right, it's not, this is a piece that has a lot of color, right? A lot of different color, a lot of texture. You can kind of see in the jacket, there's, you sort of see that dirt that's kind of stuck between the folds and the leather. It's a fantastic piece. The shading on the vest, the actual fabric of his, sort of the cloth and the garment kind of getting pulled underneath the vest. Same thing with the legs. Like you just look at the texturing coming down here, and it's remarkably done. And I really hope that our friend decides to come back and make some more of these.
The artist of this piece is a genius.
Incredible.
Great artist.
Yeah, incredible. But yeah, that was the original ethos of this piece, was that it's Greedo leaning on the bar in the cantina. He looks across the cantina. He sees Han Solo, and he's waiting for whoever he's talking to get out of the way for him to walk across the bar and confront him.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah, and that was kind of the ethos of the piece, is that this Greedo is just kind of waiting there. He's got his hand on his blaster, near his blaster. He's just about to walk up and, take a shot at Solo.
What's cool about this Greedo statue too is David Bedreau did the art piece that went with it, and it was like before Greedo went into the cantina to do this scene also, which was
so
also cool. Yeah, it is. It's neat.
I'm looking at the 6-scale version right now on my shelf, and I'm like, I love that.
Oh, the Rodian is a fantastic character, and you got to hand it to it. Like in A New Hope, it just it opened up more alien species within 5 minutes of A New Hope than we've seen throughout the rest of the series. Like through all the new movies, like what do we have? We have the Dugs, which have been introduced to us through like Sebulba and like in the updates. Like there's not a lot of alien species that have been introduced to us beyond what we saw in that 5-minute moment of the cantina in the original trilogy.
Thank you, Rick Baker.
Oh, dude, buddy, it just goes to show the creativity that went to the original movies.
Yeah.
Right? Anyway, off to one of our favorites, the OG Fett. Pretty cool piece, like it's, I know it's the original, and a lot of these originals are kind of like, like people kind of think they're a little bit watered down. But this is an actual nice piece. I'm going to open her up.
I used to have the exclusive version with the stone emblem.
Yeah, I've actually got that. I never put it out. That's one thing with, I got it kind of hiding under here in all my pieces.
Yeah, there you
have
go.
The D12s on top of cabinets, and all the cabinets going underneath, they're the exclusive and non-exclusive pieces. So I've got my stone, it's hiding under there with some extra pieces.
Nice.
But yeah, I that's one thing. Like you'll notice there's not a plaque or anything. Again, I'm very anti-clutter. I'm a little bit insane about that, but that's why I don't have the coins out or the extra pieces. But yeah, I just love this Fett. really simple, great mixed media, absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I just always loved the character.
That was my first quarter scale piece.
Yeah, they messed up on the mask, so the T is way too thick at the bottom here. But I always loved Fett, because he was essentially designed after those old medieval knights, right? Those helmets.
Yeah.
And everyone just, I used to love that stuff. So kicking up here to my SRL again.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I kicked myself in the head
I don't have the EX, so sadly I don't have the arm on the floor.
We can fix that.
Yeah. I tell you, man, I've been, that's one thing is that people who have EX pieces, like I'll always I want to buy this arm and I want to buy the protocol droid head on the base of this guy.
Yeah, we can fix that too.
Those are 2 EX pieces I would love to have. But Sir Alec Guinness, just an absolute fantastic actor, perfect for the role, and just incredible. So I love the character and the way he played it. Moving on, we got my one
piece.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic piece. So throughout the collection, we have the occasional 1-to-1. So we got 1-to-1 Maul, then we moved to the 1-to-1 Fett with the Jeremy Bullock signature.
I love that.
Sorry if it's all wonky. I don't.
No, this is perfect.
It's all good.
Looks good.
We move on to Empire.
Yeah,
my favorite.
We start with the Snow Trooper, the droid here.
Droid.
Was always one of my favorites. In my opinion, the opening to Empire Strikes Back, one of the greatest movies of all time, was an exceptional moment. It was scary, it was different, and this droid was something that you'd never seen before in a movie. So yeah, I absolutely adored it. I think we all loved that original Snow Trooper costume. It was just different. It took us off guard. It was like, yeah, these guys are badass. Just absolutely fantastic. So yeah, love that piece. Moving on, I got the OG Stormtrooper. This is actually a beautiful piece, and it's completely dirt cheap. You could buy these for next to nothing, and they're fantastic. Like they are crisp white, very well done, and I always do recommend those pieces. Then we go to our legendary scale Yoda.
I am hot to trot for this piece.
This is an incredible dude.
OBP. Avoiding the Wars of the Knights collection. That's funny. Yeah, this legendary Yoda is freaking badass, dude. I didn't know you were looking for this, Joe.
Oh my God, I've been wanting this piece for a year and a half now, since I seen it at someone's collection.
I've seen it a few times here.
Man, I really want it.
Joel, this is one of your favorite pieces you own.
What's one of my favorite pieces?
No, I said this will be one of your favorite pieces you
own.
I
know. I saw it in that guy's collection, and I'm like, I need it.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm all wonky with the camera. It's exceptional, man. This is Yoda. The look in his eyes, the shading, the hair, everything. That is perfect. That is the original Yoda you grew up with.
I gotta fix my hair on mine. I'm like looking at yours. I'm like, wow, you got that pretty style, pretty good. My hair's all like wonky back there.
Yeah. Yeah, that is perfect Yoda.
Yeah, this one is good. Yeah. A lot of times when you buy it too, or when people sell them, they don't have the dragonfly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's missing the dragonfly because the thing gets knocked off the statue.
No way. Yeah. That's a perfect piece.
It's good.
We come over here to a bunch of our
bounty hunters.
Yeah. So this is where we kind of get into the bounty hunters. Forlom, fantastic piece. One amazing thing, and just a shout out to the original artist. When I first got mine, his leg was broken. The guy who made this sent me a brand new piece, like completely new.
Nice.
So shout out to the original producer for that. Extremely cool. We got the IG, which is a fantastic piece. Very simple, and I think we all thought it was kind of a dumb concept until we saw him kick ass in Mandalorian. We were kind of like, what is this Christmas tree? Well, what's this guy supposed to do? I don't think he could even walk upstairs. And then he turned out to be the most agile thing we'd ever seen in Star Wars. It was amazing. So I think that really blew our mind. And I think it made a lot of people fall in love with this droid and this character.
I know, he was so badass and unstable. Just ready to nuke everything.
Yeah, he was nuts. Like, he's just like, oh, I've had a bad day, I'm gonna self-destruct. It's like, wait, holy shit, man. You're like, oh, sorry about that. It's like everyone had to keep talking about blowing himself up with everyone around him, right? Like, he was just so cool.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, so that was awesome. This Fett, in my opinion, is one of the nicest Fets. It's simple, simplistic design. I think it captures the ethos of the character, really, really well. In my opinion, they kind of butchered the character with the new show, but yeah, this is Fett to me.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. Yeah, great piece.
Book of Boba Biatch. Biatch.
Oh, look at that!
I love that Bausch.
Yeah, and it's funny that you call it Bausch. Like, that's this had the option of the Leia portrait. I'm like, nope. I just love this costume. And, back in the day when I was younger, I read the, what was it called? Shadows of the Empire.
Oh, yeah.
And, it tells you how they kind of got the costume for Bausch. I don't know if you remember that. So they stole a ship, and they were going after Shizor. And on the ship, they had some costumes, and this Bausch costume was one of them. And that was the costume that Leia used, obviously, to infiltrate Jabba's palace. But that's where they got it. It was in Shadows of the Empire. So for me, it was like, yeah, this is cool. And the thermal detonators that she uses in Jabba's palace, those are what was used to actually blow up Shizor's ship in Shadows of the Empire. So,
that's a good storyline.
Oh, yeah. Sorry for the spoilers, but I mean, hey, it's like 30 years old. Get over it.
I know, right?
But yeah, no, super cool. So I love posing it as Bausch. Just absolutely fantastic and iconic, to the point that Master Replicas could come out with the helmet now and just kill it.
Oh my god, it'd be great if they did.
Yeah, that would be great.
Well, they did. They did come out with it.
That was RS did.
Oh, RS, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Buddy, I'm okay. Sorry, I apologize.
You're good.
I'm more than happy with
my
the
Han
one I
Solo.
got.
This is the only Han Solo that I do have, other than my my 1-to-1 big sticker on the door over there. But that's my Han, and then I got my Scout Trooper, which is obviously one of the coolest troopers ever created. We'll go over to sort of this area here. So this is where I have my helmets around my television. I've got my 3 troopers along the top, including the this isn't the incinerator. Sorry, yeah, the
Shock Trooper.
Shock Trooper, thank you. Scout Trooper, Storm Trooper. I got my Mando helmets down the side here. I got my AT driver helmet.
It's okay. You
I
can say
got this
that.
custom here too, which is pretty
Does
cool.
it like me? Who made your AT-AT helmet?
This is not at scale, but it's really well done. Like it's thick. It's not 3D printed. It's really well done, but it's not at scale. It's too small.
Okay.
I bought it off of eBay.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll actually tell you my Vader story now. So I was talking to a friend of mine, Martha, who's actually extremely good friends with my wife. And she knows I love Star Wars. She comes over and she's checking things out, and she goes, "Oh, I have a member of my family who was in Star Wars." And I said, "Oh, who?" And my friend, her name is Martha Reeford. She goes, "Oh, he's uncle." I said, "Who is it?" She goes, "David Prowse."
What?
Yeah.
I go, "Get the F out of here." I go, "What do you?" I go, "What?" She goes, "David Prowse." I go, "That's Darth Vader." She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, wait. So I go to an actual show with her. She goes up. She's like, "Hey," they gives him a hug and everything like that. And he's like sitting there talking to me for like 45 minutes about Star Wars. And it was just the coolest experience. Anyway, so he signed my thing, and that was pretty cool.
Cool, badass, and wow.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
2 drinks right there.
I gotta go refill.
You picked some tough words, man. So right around the TV here, and sorry, I'll turn this off. So there's probably a glare. You got the helmets all around, and then you've got Revan, Slave Leia, obviously Boba Fett on throne, and just some little bits and pieces that I collect from Galaxy's Edge. So, my sabers. You've got some actual Star Wars smut. Have you seen this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Stuff.
I got 2 of them.
Wookiee Erotica. I love these. I think they're actually hilarious. So that's pretty good. The Star Wars Archives book.
This is the new one right now.
Yeah. Awesome.
Season 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So cool, dude.
That's funny.
The Star Wars Archives, which I do recommend to absolutely everybody. This book is constantly on sale, so I do recommend anyone who's a fan to pick this up. A couple of my hilts, so my Palpatine hilt, my Vader hilt. You all recognize this ATST and the creator of that. So yeah, that's a beautiful piece.
Very nice.
Yeah, man.
I got the little kid size.
You got that giant one that you can ride around in.
Yeah, it's huge. I like that little small one. It looks elegant.
It's good, man. It does the job.
Yep.
Yeah, the chicken walker. I've got my pitiful little mouse droid popcorn holder. Not as cool as what you boys have, but maybe one day I'll be as cool as you, and I'll get the big one. Yeah, my 1-to-1 Grogu, which I know you guys love. Funny.
Oh, if Joel was here, he'd be like, "Chop it up."
Chop it up.
I know.
Chop it up.
There you go. Then we get to return. So I got my TIE Fighter, TIE Pilot, which this is an incredible piece. Again, it's got a mouse droid on the base. Absolutely perfect. You'll notice that the mouse droid is not up to your knee. So that shows you what the scale is. But yeah, this is an incredible piece. This Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi.
Right?
Huh?
The TIE Fighter was a custom, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Man, it's such a beautiful one.
This piece is incredible. The most amazing thing about this piece is the look of this is 100% sculpt, but if you look really closely, like he managed to mimic fabric so well.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece.
Yeah, it's an incredible piece. Yeah.
I like it with the little mouse droid. That's pretty cool.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's a good touch.
We go down, we got Palpatine. Again, same creator, same artist. Fantastic piece, at the end of the day, right? He's the real villain of Star Wars. Right. That's amazing. The Royal Guard, again, another piece that, it wasn't that expensive, but you still had to pay too much for a lot of cloth, but it's one of those pieces that it's a shot of color and you just had to get it.
I'm surprised you don't have 2 if you're
I'm not that crazy. You got that, right? You got 2?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, you're out of your mind, man. But yeah, really, really cool piece.
I definitely got some OCD.
Yeah. One of those Home Depot backdrops here, made that, and my Vader 1-to-1. Again, excellent piece, and that's my little break in the details for the Vader. And then we go on to like mishmash of just a few different pieces. The OG Clone Trooper, absolutely fantastic. Luke on the Tauntaun, which right now seems to be going for good money, but it's just such an epic piece, right? Like that's a tough piece to beat. Luke Skywalker on Hoth, again, fantastic. That's XM Studios. One statue ever. Right? And I think the new one from Sideshow is something like what is it, like $2,000 or something like that? Like just come on. I'll take this one over that any day.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I love this piece. This piece tops.
Yeah. This one's cool because they got the pose down correctly. It's like he's looking up.
Killed it.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah, absolutely. Sideshow Vader, underestimated piece, absolutely incredible. I love it. We go to the Big Wampa.
I love
That's
that.
An amazing piece.
Yeah, he is big.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, very big. Like you could see him next to my
so awesome,
he's terrifying, right? And just the detail, all over him. So I got the big one. I didn't get it with the Tauntaun because I just found that was a bit intense, but I loved him just like this, just terrifying. The look on his face, like this scared the shit out of me as a kid. And, just absolutely epic. You had to get this. Move down to Nihilus. This was a great piece. Again, it's another custom. Absolute dynamite.
It's a nice pose.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you did a good job with that. Moving over, we got the Mythos Vader.
Oh man, so good, lit up.
1/4 scale. Sorry, the light is a bit bright on him there.
It looks so good.
Yeah,
does look good.
Yeah, he's a monster. This is the only piece of my collection that I light up.
You have to, man.
They did the base so good with the fire. It's the same thing with the Rex that they just came out with. The fire on the base is great.
Yeah.
Do you have that piece, Jeff?
No, it's touchy.
So this piece, just so you know, so Sideshow sent this to me, and it was broken. This piece was coming off. His knee, this piece of his knee was snapped off. And I contacted Sideshow, and I said, I have these 2 issues. And they said, oh, we'll send you your money back.
No, I want the damn piece.
And I said, do I have to break it? And they said, no, you can keep it. Just scratch off the number off the bottom.
What?
Wow.
That never happened.
Sideshow. Jeez.
Yeah.
That never happened.
They said, just scratch the number off the bottom. You don't have to break it. And I got that in an email. So extremely cool. So this piece is not numbered. And it's absolutely perfect. I glued it back together, and
so what number was it?
Yeah, it's a perfect piece now. I don't even know. Yeah,
that's
I don't
awesome.
know. Yeah.
Well, congrats. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, thanks. I got my money back. Obviously the speeder bike trooper.
That's a great piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this piece is dynamite. It's by far one of my favorites. It just captures the character and the bike so well. And who didn't think it was one of the coolest scenes, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool. He's got that slight lean too.
It's perfect. Star Killer.
Yeah.
So I think we all can appreciate how awesome that a character is.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect pose for me. Absolutely loved it.
So cool.
Sorry.
Oh, that was me.
Art Studios Vader and the new Obi-Wan Kenobi. I pose it with Alec Guinness head. That's the only one for me, man. And this character goes perfectly next to the Studios Vader. It goes better with the Iron Studios Vader than the Mythos Vader.
Yeah, it looks great, man.
Yeah, and it's a pretty cool like play off of opposites, right? You got sand and snow next to each other, and that's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, that is. It's neat. That Kenobi's fantastic.
It is incredible. It is.
It takes so long to set the damn thing up because he's got so many. He's got so many.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're tinkering and footsing with his backpack for like forever. So
yeah.
This is my droid that I made with my daughter, my Gonk droid.
That's cool.
So she's 9 years old, and I go, Alexa, turn off the droid. Okay. And he turns his lights off. Alexa, turn on the droid. Oh, Alexa, turn on the droid. Okay. And little lights come on.
That's cool.
Yeah, these are all parts from my original PlayStation.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's from the CD drive, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, just we were tinkering around. It just got 2 recycle bins. I'm like, let's make a toy. Like, okay.
Very cool, dude.
Yeah, man. It's good to get the kids involved, right?
Hell yeah.
There's my Rancor. So on the base of that, I've got a little Jawa sitting here, and
oh, cool.
Yeah, I got a Rancor skull from Regal.
Yeah.
And I never noticed that his tail looks like his dong here. That's kind
of looks like a penis. Yeah.
That's what Dubek always said when I was putting mine up. He's like, "Great picture. It looks like he's got a penis."
Yeah.
Does that not have a chain on the bracelet?
No.
Oh, well, I can hook you guys up with that.
Yeah.
No, he does not. We do need chain, Joe.
That would be cool, actually.
Yeah.
So we know this creator. We know this artist again. That's the Gamorrean.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. Well, one of the cool things about this, and Joel, you'll appreciate that, is that this is fur.
Hell yeah.
Right? So that's fur. But I reckon that we're going to see a 1/4 scale Gamorrean with the Mythos line before you know it.
The reissue? Yeah.
Yeah. But this is a great...
that.
And I just love the frog, right?
Yeah, that's great. Same thing, like the proximity stuff on the base with the arch and stuff. It's great.
Yeah. And just to reinforce my love for the Gammy, Jeff, you got one of these boys.
Really missed out on this piece. I should have got that.
Oh, it's so good.
Buddy, like the texturing, like he's wet. Like this is wet.
Yeah.
He's good.
It's moist.
Moist.
He's heavy. He's a moist. He's about as heavy as I thought a Gamorrean would be.
He's a moist boy. But,
that is awesome.
He's a big bastard. And it's one of the first things you see when you come down the stairs here. It's like there's the Gamorrean on the left, and the little tidbits on the right.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I got my Camtono.
Camel toe. Nice.
Yeah. Gotta have some of that in the collection.
Exactly.
I like the book. The
bookends, yeah.
Are those the Gentle Giant?
Gentle
one?
Giant. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Those are badass.
I like how the one is like going against the other one.
I have no idea where mine went. Like I moved so many times, they probably got stolen or lost.
I forget all the Gentle Giant talk this week too. They did a bunch of book ends. Like I have the Han Solo and Greedo. The bookends are really nice. If you can find them.
I don't know if Michael's breaking up or my side.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Got you a little bit.
Just hear some static.
Am I breaking up?
It's probably Joe. Just Joel getting excited over there.
Hands up.
Am I breaking up even?
You're doing okay.
You're doing fine. There's just some static there for a second. It could have been any of us.
Well, you broke up now.
I think we lost them.
There it is. There I got it.
Well, I like that he has
like Joel's
All his frames are the same frame and matte style.
Yeah, definitely.
The
Well, he's got
uniformity.
that metal like chrome frame.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
it ties it all together. The pictures.
Hey, so speaking of framing, when you guys say buy shit from Sideshow framed, how do you do that?
You go to Sideshow's website, and then if they have the option to buy it framed, then you select that option.
Oh, so it has an option. So if it doesn't have the option, you can't do it.
Right.
Yo, can you hear me?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You can hear me?
You're
My
back.
phone died.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
So it wasn't me.
It wasn't you, buddy. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I would have took
Well,
it.
everything we
Look,
saw.
you're pretty much done on the right. I got all my Mando stuff, so I got more 1/4 scale there.
So badass, dude.
Later, that J2SO helped me build out my 2 Home Depot troopers, and on this wall over here, I've got all the Ralph McQuarrie art.
Oh, nice.
Right,
With
so
that portfolio, and you just framed them.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So keep it nice and clean, and yeah, man, I'm all about keeping things nice and concise and clean and orderly. And people
I'm a
come in, they're like,
disaster.
"Yeah, it's like a museum here," but I like that. I like the look.
It's a nice museum you got there.
Thanks,
It is.
brother.
It's
I
great.
appreciate that.
It's an awesome tour, Michael. Thank you for sharing.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, brother. I appreciate that.
Great collection.
I think
Hell
I've been
yeah.
talking for like 2 hours.
No, you're good, man. The chat's eating it up. Everybody likes it. A lot of positive comments there. So
Dynamite,
thank you for that. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I like all the customs you have. Man, I don't know. There's a lot of good pieces in there. I was like, man, which one would I like the best there? If there was a fire, which one would I take?
That Tarkin, that would be the one. That Tarkin's like,
Yeah, you know what's funny? When I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I bought one on eBay. I pulled the trigger.
right now?
When we were doing the room tour, after the Tarkin, I was like, I should have got that fucking Tarkin when it was cheaper.
I put a bid in on one of those Yodas.
It's just funny because I was looking at the Tarkin why he was over by it too on eBay.
I know. I offered some dude like $1,800, and he's like, okay. I was like, dang, I should have asked less.
There were a couple on
such
there.
A dynamite character, right? Like he's just, and you're not going to see him again. Like that's it, right?
That's one of the best ones, man, I've ever seen.
Yeah.
The pose, he's nailed the pose because it's just like he's thinking.
He's strategist, man. That's what he should be doing. He should be like,
right,
thinking about the next move, thinking about two
what
moves.
Am I going to do? Yeah, exactly.
But like, and that's the thing, right? When you look at a piece, the idea, right, is does that piece really capture the ethos of the character, right? So that's why I say, like, when I was kind of going through and I was showing the Return of the Jedi Vader, for example, totally underestimated piece. Like a lot of people don't care that much for it, but it is quintessential Vader. He's just big. He's like lumbery. He's like a big Frankenstein, right? The way he's holding his lightsaber. He's not this agile, backflippy, whatever. He's just like this big Frankenstein monster. And that's the ethos of the character. Like he's just this monster robot. And just extremely powerful. So if it captures the essence of the character, that's perfect. It's beautiful, man. I love it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Here's some comments for you there. See some.
Oh, that's nice. Thanks a lot, gang. Yeah, you got great supporters in this group, man. Love it.
Well, I mean, again, Michael, like you've seen it on the other shows, and like even us, right? I mean, we like to see other people's collections because you get, it would be amazing to duplicate everybody's, right? It's like duplicate your section, but like if you can just take out pieces of each section, right, and build your own kind of, it helps get your ideas flowing of like, all right, well, yeah, if I got that Tarkin, I could put him over here, or like I move some things around, or.
I get so much inspiration from other people's collections, like seeing what you guys have done. Like when I was looking at J2SO's collection, he showed the 1-to-1 Vader. I'm like, I need that. And I contacted him, like, how'd you build this? He's like, boop, 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 boop. So I went out and I just built my own Vader. Like I get so much inspiration from the people in these groups. It's dynamite. You know,
J2SO can take those cheap jazz, what were they, jacks, and can make those look so badass.
Yeah.
Did you put a baby head underneath your Vader though? Just saying.
Master Blaster.
Master Blaster. Yeah. No, you're right. I enjoy seeing other people's collections too, because like no matter where you are in your collection journey, you still get to see like an idea or like something you can incorporate into your collection too. So I think that's the big thing. So, but thanks for sharing.
And I like kind of how different people concentrate on different parts of like what speaks to Star Wars to different people is very different. Like you look at Joel's collection, you know, it's like
creatures, man.
Creatures. Yeah. It's like the aliens, it's tactile. He's got fur, he's got leather there. Like there's all kinds of stuff. There's like, you know, it's crazy. You know, like when I look at Joel in that backdrop, I always picture that, you know, you remember that old shot of Lucas and he's standing in that studio and he's got thousands of people around him. Yeah, exactly, Joel. You know, and you're just like, that is so cool. Like he's just standing there with all his creations. And then I look at you, you know, up there, Jeff, and it's like you got your bounty hunters and that sort of thing. Like you love that section of it, which is awesome. You know, Eben, you're very clean, right? Like it's like very clean, organized. You got the white thing going on there, like with the white shelves. It's like, it's just a very different vibe. And I love that. You know, you make your collection how you want it, right? Like what speaks to you as a collector.
Yeah. So talking about Joel, check this out.
This is Joel Hazy, and thank you for joining us at the lounge.
Don't knock anything over. Don't knock anything over.
I promise I never have.
What did you end up doing with that big thing, that Jabba stand or whatever? What did you end up doing with that?
I took that to a Comic-Con and someone locally bought that and it's in their collection.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
I thought that was really cool. I remember that.
Yeah, because it had the plates and stuff around it. Yeah, it was really neat. I might have to do that again.
So folks are commenting. Shane says his wallet hurts after seeing the collection like this.
Oh shit, Shane's got half the shit in my picture that you just showed that video.
Let's see, what does Pat's fan say? I love seeing other people's collections, man, because I can never afford most of it, but I definitely appreciate it.
But you know what? Like these, you know, you can't try and buy everything at once, right? Like I've been collecting for like over 20 years, right? So it's a slow burn.
It takes time.
Right? Like a lot of you guys, you know, you've probably been collecting for a very long time.
Yeah.
You know, and
oh
yeah, if someone turned to me right now and was like, do you want to spend this amount of money, like all the money that I spent on my collection over the years? If someone turned to me today and said, do you want to spend this amount of money right now and buy a whole collection? I'd be like, are you crazy? Like, there's no way I would do that. But over time, it's just you got this passion for it, and you keep building on it.
Yeah. That's where people fail. I think a lot of new collectors, they see all this stuff and then they spend like 30, 40 grand to build their collection. And next thing you know, they're on BST trying to purge everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What a non-exciting way to build your collection. Right? Like one of the best things about collecting, right, is that when that piece comes in and you're excited, like you feel like a kid again, right? You just go in and, you know, like my daughter comes over and she helps me unpack it all and she wants to build it with me. And, you know, it's beautiful. Like it's a great thing to do. Like how unexciting would it be to get like 20 pieces at once and just put them in places. And then you know, it's just, that's not fun.
It's tough to sell my pieces because, you know, I'm in love with the pieces, but like Shane said it best, you can't sell crack and do it at the same time. You won't make business.
Right.
Wait, is that how that works? Shit.
Yeah.
I love the collection.
So I have to let those pieces go to other collectors. I mean, I full well think that I'm going to do it again. Like I don't have one of my own personal tauntauns that I make. I don't have one in my collection. And it's
I
like
not have that, man. That thing's
my favorite freaking creature. And I just can't say no. When I make one for myself, someone wants it and it goes.
Well, it's the same for the band, right? Did you finally do a band?
Yeah, I did one for myself, and I just had someone hit me up for one, and I'm gonna sell it.
Jesus.
You're such a nice guy, Joel.
I was gonna say that's the problem, Joel. You're too nice about it.
Sometimes you just got to make things for you, brother.
I do, and I have the intention to do that, but you know what? It's like Gorski will come over every once in a while, and there's some Grail pieces in here that I've gotten from some other people who made them, and I just won't let them go.
Yeah.
My pieces, I think I'll make another one day, but other pieces like I got Enod's muff tack. I'll never let that go.
Are you going to keep that Chrysanthemum behind you?
Mm-hmm.
You have to, dude. You can't get rid of that.
I sold my
ever.
entire childhood vintage collection Star Wars figures to get this.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
you can't get rid of that ever.
This will never go.
No, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Between A. Ritchie and Dave Boudreau, man, they killed that thing.
Yeah, and then like Yak Face, that'll always be in my collection as well from David Boudreau.
It's such a strange character, and it's just it's so cool that you got it.
Bausch will never go.
Yeah.
So
I sold mine. I'm a hunt for one of the RS ones.
Ooh.
I'm gonna pay stupid money for it, but
they're expensive.
I know.
I'm really happy with mine.
Where'd that one come from, Joel? Where's it?
PSD Armory.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
We had them on the show maybe a year ago.
And then I just expanded it to a half scale.
He did
a full scale half size.
He did the shoulders too, right? The shoulder blade.
Yeah, he did the shoulders, the backpack, and then I did the rest of the cloth and everything.
That's cool.
But yeah,
I loved. You know what's really cool, Joel? You could play as Bausch on Battlefront, man. And the whole time he's talking, he's like, "Oh, dad." He's got the little Bausch voice going. You got to do it. Awesome. Got to get on that game.
I've got. I do. I think I do have a PS4, so I'll have to.
There you go.
Well, Michael's PS4 is on his Gonk Droid.
Yeah.
That was like a PS2, man. That was like a PS2. But yeah, I got the 5 now. They're backward compatible. You don't have to keep the old stuff anymore.
Cool.
I need to make one of those Gonks. They're so fun.
So
it was so funny because I was watching just a video with my daughter, and I go, "We can make one of these." She's like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." And we just went to Home Depot, got a couple of shitty recycling bins, and we're like, "Okay, what sort of electronics can we tear apart?"
Did.
Just start ripping up old computers and stuff, and just sticking stuff on. And she thought it was great.
Joel, you know what's also fun is to go into Home Depot and Lowe's and just make them in the hall, make them in the row there, and just leave it there.
Hey, don't give me any ideas, dude.
Flip over the bins and like put some PVC down and like just leave it in the row.
They love that.
Yeah, they do love that.
They love that so much.
Yeah.
That's what I did for my Sand Trooper backpack. I went through Home Depot and just picking out.
Yeah, you start picking stuff out. Yeah.
Let's transition to this thing.
Well, thanks for your patience, guys. I really appreciate that. If you don't mind, I'd like to just kind of hang
around.
You're
welcome.
No, you gotta get out, Michael. That's it.
Oh, you gotta get out.
Yeah. You're welcome to stay all night, and then after the show, you can hang out with.
We got to talk after the show.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys sticking with me through that. I'm kind of slow going through the collection, but I really appreciate that.
That was fantastic. Perfect.
Yeah, great. It was a great walkthrough.
Executed.
Appreciate that,
man. Beautiful collection, very well curated.
Yep.
Thank you.
So so let's transition over to the weekly pickups. I know a lot of our buddies are excited to see this part of the segment. So let's do this.
Spice Runners Lounge community pickups. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Never gets old.
Yeah,
I wonder if I can just record that.
You just hit the button. Yeah.
I know. All right. So what we got here? We got Rex Henry. What did he do here?
Is it Halo?
Oh, nice.
Looks like Halo.
Cool.
I'm wondering.
This guy makes everything
That's
look
not that
cool.
new. That's not that new helmet. No, it's not that new helmet from.
This is
He
Halo.
told me earlier in the
isn't
week.
that from those what was it? Those Rogue Clone Troopers. What's the show called there? It was with
No, that's a Halo helmet. It's Halo.
Australian girl.
Oh, you're talking about Bad Batch?
Yeah, isn't that a Bad Batch?
No,
it's
that's like
Halo.
Halo.
It's Halo.
It's like
Rex?
an ODST.
I just went back through my text messages with Rex. It's Halo for sure.
Okay.
You didn't show me that one, Rex.
I know he cheats on us. He picks and chooses.
Damn
He
cheater.
picks and chooses. Yeah,
cheating bastard.
There's it right there. Look at that.
That looks good.
That paint app so good.
It's not gonna fit on my fat head.
I'm not giving him any credit.
See, even Dill's like Halo.
My
like,
feelings
"Yes,
are
it
hurt.
is."
There we go.
There he goes.
And look at that, sexy. And what I like about his stuff, he throws in a free base with his stuff, with his helmets and.
Yeah, that he designed, I think.
Did you see the post that Regal Robot now has dropped the price on their bases for helmets to like $20 or $24?
Oh, it's like $5
24.
cheaper now. Yeah,
Yeah.
at least here in the States it is. Yeah, so
Oh,
Tom's
he
been
dropped them
selling
to
those for
20?
years. Yeah, he's been selling those for years on his Tom Sweeney Designs website. I think they're like $24.99 now.
Yeah,
They used to be like $29.99.
Puts
But
that
a
paper
couple-
crap. Puts that paper towel holder like out of business.
I know, right? And they're adjustable, which is cool.
That's the cool part, right? Is that some helmets, like you got the TIE Fighter helmet, I got one right behind me, and it's so big it doesn't fit on a normal
Or the Emperor. You take the Emperor Guard helmets, right? They need a longer, taller stand.
I know. I got them like on speaker stands that are adjustable because they're so like they're long, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
Someone picked this up.
Comic
Tell us
books.
about that.
This is
Yeah.
the first appearance of Wedge in a comic. So it's
Oh,
pretty cool.
nice.
Yeah. I'm working down my list of like key comics, right? So I think I'm at 18 now. So.
This is you, Brian?
This one's yours, Jeff?
I mean, Jeff?
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah, this is mine. I picked this up this week. So
Yeah, that's cool, man.
yeah. First
At a
appearance of Wedge.
9.4, that's pretty awesome.
That's my thing right now is like with the keys, I definitely sound like Brian now. With the key books, I try to get 9.4 for all of them and white pages.
Let me know what you're looking for because I got a Comic-Con next week.
Okay.
And I got some
I'll
friends
shoot you.
who sell those.
What's
All right, I'll shoot
what's
you a
white
list.
pages mean?
It just means that inside the comic that's more white than yellow. So
Oh, okay.
But he'll
And I
never
also
see it.
Stained, yeah.
right. And that you'll never see. I also look for newsstand copies because they're more valuable because
Yeah.
newsstand is harder to find in good
The
condition.
UPC is what he means.
Yeah.
But
A lot of the times you'll see a little blank spot or a picture of Spider-Man or something.
does the color of the whites go into the grading factor? Like if it was more yellow tinge, that 9.4 would drop?
You will see 9.4s with white page, like I forget what it is, like off color, or I forget the exact term, but you will see 9.4s that don't say white pages also. So
It's the spine that really gets you.
it does.
Like
yeah.
little creases in the spine, you're saying, Joel?
Yep.
Well, even this one you can see down by Luke at the top, like this is a little bit of a crease there on his like the staple's a little creased. Plus the bind is a little like towards the bottom, the bind is a little off centered, so it doesn't get a higher score. So
yeah.
Yeah.
It's too
Bind
late.
in
kid.
corners. Yeah.
Looks good, dude.
Either way,
Congrats.
it's awesome.
First appearance of Wedge. What did Dill find? Dill found a bag
Skywalker
from
Ranch.
Skywalker Ranch. Nice.
I'll buy that for $1.
That's pretty cool.
What is this?
Ooh, Travis Butler. Let's see.
Was this in a contest? It seems like I've seen this before.
I don't know, but it looks cool, man, with all the graffiti on there.
I think that's extremely cool. You got the Han Blaster on the
I
back.
want to say I've seen this in a contest.
I think didn't J2SO had like a Vader helmet that he did something like
It's all graffitied
crazy
up
like
or
that.
tagged
you
up.
see Vader burning there?
Dude, I
in the front?
love this art.
Oh, the
It's so
top's
good.
cool with Leia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
And it,
she's getting it.
oh my god, that's cool.
Look at that. Something's happening to her. Oh, she's choking.
She's choking
Jabba.
out. She's choking out Jabba.
Dude, that is badass.
I love the Vader burning in the front, and you got the Death Star trench in the bottom left
Slow
corner.
motion.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
so
there's
much
a lot to look
see.
at.
I know.
It's cool.
That is very cool.
Who got that?
Travis Butler.
Nice, dude.
Reader right there. You see the trench. Good eyes. I missed that.
What's that word? It says Imperial crossed out. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, it does. Imperial.
It says Rebel on the bottom left. Yeah, that is awesome.
So great.
You could see this guy like in the sewers, like hanging out at the bars. He's like,
and whatever it says here in Aberish or
it says I love blue milk.
Arabish, yeah.
And Solo Blaster.
Of Hope. I missed that the first time around.
The blaster, yeah, that's cool.
The blaster's cool, yeah.
I'm sure I've seen this in a contest. This is awesome.
Oh, that's an AT-AT.
Yeah.
Yep, up here, yep.
That is awesome.
So your favorite movie is probably Empire, right?
Big time.
Yeah.
Where are you at, dude?
Yeah, Joel Codd. He said that at the beginning.
I was getting a drink, dude.
No, you were here.
You were here, dude. I wish we had
definitely here.
Replay.
Rewind
here, Joel.
You do instant replay. Chad Fisher picked up the C-3PO head. Yep.
It's such a cool piece.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back on my phone and find it, Joel, right now.
Do it.
Wanga Wanga.
Tawana Wanga. What's your favorite 3 words?
This like so far the picture I've seen of this Fortuna, he looks a lot better than the original release of the 1/6 scale.
I'm not gonna get this one.
Why not?
Good job updating it.
I like what I have. I've customized mine.
You know, what's really funny, right? Like when I looked at it, like I never thought of the character as fat when I was a kid, right? But you look at it now and he's got like the chins, like it's all there, right? And you're like you never thought of it. Yeah, I know it's AT-AT. I said AT-AT. I don't know why I said AT-AT. It's an AT-AT.
I used to say AT all the time. It's like everybody I know says it like that, except people on outside of California.
Is this a sideshow shot?
This is sideshow, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good product.
I like he's leaning up against the table, the guy in the back.
Yeah, he's hammered.
Dr. Vision, yeah.
Yeah.
But I love that they brought back this alien archetype in Mando. I thought that was a really cool move.
That's what made that's what actually made you feel like it was Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when they brought in that character for the heist and he turned out to be a total asshole but it was really cool.
Rex.
I fell asleep, just woke up. Joe, check your phone. I sent you that Halo helmet to you right after I finished it. Ooh, getting called out.
Dude, just
cold as ice.
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. I was like, dude, just now.
Henrik, a couple life-size projects started. Nice.
Very nice.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, I was working today, buddy.
We got to go to Denmark and check out his collection.
Oh, yeah.
Santino.
Yeah.
This is a cool piece.
It's insane. This piece is crazy.
It is.
The light up is great.
Yeah.
Definitely worth the price. Look at that.
Well, just the balancing of the like. I wonder how much of that actual character is PVC versus polystone and resin, because that's got to be a heavy piece, and he's not leaning on much.
Just floating, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the balance.
It's exceptional.
Well, it's very dynamic because he's spun out of the. It's crazy. Looks great. I know he's been waiting for that for a long time. So
so good.
A lot of money.
So Kenneth, he said, "Thank you very much, Joe Hazy. Awesome piece. Honored to have another work in the collection."
Awesome.
Hazy comes. That's a good piece, man.
Looks great.
Can't go wrong with a Joe custom.
Thanks,
So Juan, this is a nice story. Yeah, so an incredibly special belated birthday gift. Happy belated birthday. My dear friend Steve Turner done drove a 1.5 hours, surprised me with a 4-foot iron giant?
That's freaking sick, dude.
E3 printed. He said he absolutely loves the film and considers it an absolute classic. He was deeply moved, and he thanks his buddy from the bottom of his heart. Look at that. That's such an amazing gift.
Now we have to go watch Iron Giant, everybody again.
Yep.
I'll just watch Ready Player One.
Oh yeah,
Oh, it's such a good movie. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Another shot of it. Nice.
So cool, man. That's a good gift, dude.
Hell yeah, man.
Thunder buddies for life.
Definitely a good friend.
That's not a small piece. Like, look at the Alexa below him, right?
Yeah.
For size,
He said 4 feet. I was like, man,
4 foot. Yeah.
that's big, man.
it's like a fourth grader.
That's a huge bitch.
That's a big bitch.
Yeah. Oh, Mojo Rising. Nice. Got some Iron Studios.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Congrats, dude.
I'd like to see a room tour of Mojo's house.
Georgia went a couple years ago. Need to do an
Did he?
updated one. Yeah.
What's the size of this? So that's a 1/4 scale Thrawn, is it?
So that Thrawn
Yeah,
is a
quarter.
custom Thrawn.
Yeah.
Quarter scale, and that proximity piece is swap out. You can swap out the top.
That's cool that they do a base. That's cool that they do a base.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't seen enough of that Lando. Like, that's a pretty cool piece.
Oh
There
yeah.
weren't many of them. There weren't many of them.
It was small
There were.
round. Yeah, the original maker passed away, and then another maker finished it.
He's got the massive behind him also, and the Fed on Throne right behind it. But
Yep.
I'd love to see that Lando, and I'd love to see a skiff guard Lando in 1/4 scale.
Mm-hmm.
That Lando was the one that had the scenes around the base before the other guys started doing scenes
Yep.
around the bases. So
Oh, that's a good point. It was like he was one of the first that did it,
Yeah.
if not the first.
yeah, the guy that actually sculpted this that passed away, he was the first. I think he was the first one that actually did like base images. So
Yeah.
oh,
It's sad to lose a good artist.
Yeah,
yeah,
It is, man.
good.
Yeah, Mojo's collection is great. It's this whole display area where these guys are sitting. It's all custom pieces. Very nice.
That's a
How about
cool
this?
looking Thrawn.
I
Like that
love
face, that looks good.
There's some scary ass staircase area.
Oh yeah,
Mojo's.
right. Going upstairs. Yeah. With the Grievous.
He put stuff in the landing for the stairs.
This is badass.
Yeah. So Juan received his cockpit chair from Regal Robot.
I didn't know they were doing these.
What? Where you been, dude?
Dude, I probably can't afford it. Is probably where I've been.
Yeah, we talked about it on the show a few times.
Looks good.
I'm sure it's not cheap.
No,
is
their
not.
chairs average about $1,500.
Yeah, I can't afford it category.
They do a great job.
Yeah, that's amazing. Honestly, that's cool.
Like all my chairs are like Regal Robot chairs. Are like so comfortable, man.
Are they really?
Mm-hmm.
Don't make me buy it. Don't enable me.
Look at that side piece of it.
Yeah, that is nice. That does look really comfortable.
Yeah, dude. Rolls around so you can spin yourself, pretend you're in a Millennium Falcon. You go wee
wee all the way home. High command.
Look at that one. That's a nice shot right there, Joe.
I can see myself living on deviled eggs or something on the streets with that thing too.
Boiled eggs.
Boiled eggs.
There's the back of it. You can see the material.
Not as sexy, but
very
Good
cool.
pickup.
yeah, that's good. Looks good. Congrats.
I love their furniture. Let's see. What did Henrik have here? So mannequins. Oh,
Bunch of
man.
body parts. Oh.
Yeah. Damn, he's going to town.
So in Canada, all of our like Hudson Bay stores have gone out of business. So anyone that's in Canada, they're selling all of their mannequins for like $50 each.
Jesus
Oh, wow.
Christ.
Yeah. That's a good price.
That's
Henrik's
nice.
like,
I'd like to have one of these.
That's so good.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Bantha.
Okay, I do like it because look at the bottom of it. You can see his feet
I know.
because he hasn't got the boots yet.
That's how my beater is. I haven't put boots on them because I'm like,
Oh,
man,
you
this
can
thing
see the
is
feet.
balance. But I bought a black mannequin on purpose so you couldn't see it. Makes it harder to see.
Are those the boots sticking out there though?
Maybe
like in the front.
He may be figuring out trying to get our boots on the feet. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
There's a little guy in there.
My thing is I'm like, yeah. How much do you think the Emperor guards are like? God, I'm not going to wear my boots today. I'm just going barefoot.
Yeah, that's it.
Barefoot and
commando under there.
What is this business?
Sean Hamilton, Super Nintendo Star Wars Trilogy with inserts and booklets.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Check out Sean on Star Geeks.
Finding that paperwork is not easy nowadays.
Yeah, he probably got this for $2 locally.
I know. They probably gave it all to him.
Yeah,
they gave it to me.
Just take it, dude. Just take it.
He finds some crazy deals.
He does. Oh, look at that. Nice.
That's cool.
That is pretty cool.
Shadowbox those. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Frankie Ortiz, what do you get? 2 stands for Micro Galaxy Squadrons from Utini Designs. Oh, nice. Got the Justin Jacobs stands.
Those are actually really nice.
Some Unleashed.
See a different angle on them.
I didn't know he would like Boba Fett that much.
Oh, Frankie loves Boba Fett.
Frankie's my hero.
Didn't you guys watch the Book of Boba Fett watch parties we did? Oh my god. He was freaking furious the whole time.
He was furious.
Yeah,
good,
well,
man.
rightfully so.
Some nice bases there. Yeah,
I think they were talking about it on a hyperdrive too, where Justin makes them where they bank, so it's not just a straight.
Yeah, he does some dynamic poses there for the ships.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Slave One. Yeah, it's really cool.
And he put the name on the stand.
Mine are still all in their boxes.
That's a good touch, man.
Yeah, it is.
Got to get the word more out there that Justin can get those. So let me go back to that one and do a promotion real quick. All right. So if you guys are looking for some acrylic stands for your Micro Galaxy Squadrons, check out Justin Jacobs Utini Designs. What is it? www.utinidesigns.com. Put the link in the chat there, Justin. We can check it out a little bit later. Tyler Berry. Man, I didn't realize how tall Tyler was, or saw him in a picture with Chris. I was like, dude, this dude's tall.
Tyler's tall?
Yeah, he was in the picture with Chris Elliott on Facebook.
I didn't know it either.
So, yeah, it's a good pickup. What else we got up in here?
Frankie got it.
I love that shirt.
There you go. 3, what's this? RPM, 3D, Ink, Utini. There it is, UtiniDesigns.com. All right, UtiniDesigns.com. We'll check it out in a few. That way we can see what else you got in there. Millennium Workshop. Yeah, Rex showed me a picture of this. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, when he had like the helmet or the mask on, and he was at ICCCCC or whatever it is, he had that shirt on too. It's pretty sick. I like this one too.
Yeah. The last thing he sees is Solo.
That's sick.
Yeah,
this one's done by Rebel Scum. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know where he got this one from.
Yes.
Also, Rebel Scum did a custom?
Yes.
That's cool. I like his work.
Good job, Joel. You did read his text on that one.
Well done.
I read the fine print.
Justin Jacobs. Yeah, so Justin Jacobs has some more acrylic stands.
I'm only 6'4", Tyler. Are you really? Damn, dude.
I'm 6'1", and I was like, I saw that, I was like, man, I'm like, I don't remember Chris being that much smaller than me.
Chris is my height, I think.
Yeah, look at that. Some dynamic pose there.
Yeah,
rolling right.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are actually
Stands are cool.
pretty badass. I keep saying that. I just need to just buy them. Take my shit out of the
You just
boxes.
said badass a few times.
Oh, damn it.
Well, finish my drink. That was 2. Yeah, so good.
Yeah, it looks good.
The Boba Fett or
I love
Jango
that
Fett.
one.
That looks good.
So this paint, where's that from?
The paint scheme on that one?
Yeah,
that's Django.
Django.
Hmm.
So they had a Django version and they had a Boba Fett version.
It looks a little different in the movie.
I don't remember Django's looking like that.
It's probably not accurate.
It's close.
I gotta rewatch that.
It could be the
close to
lighting
the
too.
animated version.
Yeah. 'Cause you see the grays, but it's kind of washed out with the lights.
Oh yeah, you can't see the variation there.
Yeah.
So he just made the Razor Crest stand today.
Whoa, cool, man.
I like that stand.
All I heard in the sound is the sonic bombs.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that sound.
There is no sexier sound.
Oh yeah. Pat's fan is like, don't feel bad, Chris. I'm only 5'8". There's nothing wrong with height.
Thanks, Ken.
Oops. Who's this? This is Dalgota. Dalgota. Got some Droid Factory. Cool.
Those are cool.
I love the Droid
Hey,
Factory. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Saying these are from the Book of Boba Fett.
I don't know where.
It says that on the right, right?
Oh, you cheater.
But maybe it's from the cantina scene.
Maybe.
The one that blows up.
Is
Is
this
that a
also
drummer
yours?
droid?
Yeah, he got a drummer droid, a casino droid.
Dude, those are cool.
Yeah, they are.
Damn it.
Damn. I was 5'9" till I got old.
Started growing out instead of up.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You shrink. You start to shrink.
Oh, you found the last piece?
Yeah. Got it.
Nice, dude.
Yep. All 12 now. It's complete.
Freaking awesome, dude.
Completionist.
Yep.
Did you get the versions though?
Oh, there it is right
Yeah.
there. I was about to ask.
There's
You have
all of them.
all of
Good
them?
job, Brian.
That's awesome.
They only make 300 of each of these pins.
Damn, dude.
Sorry, Brian. Love you, buddy.
This is back in 2015 at D23.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to frame all this, or?
I have them all framed already, other than the Tatooine. So
He's gonna get some of those party poppers and pop them. Have
Yeah.
a little confetti party.
That's awesome.
I put them in a shadow box from Michael's. So
Cool. Just take a picture of that one.
Awesome, dude.
yeah.
Steve said 1-1 Vader work in progress.
That looks good. I'm not.
Good.
I'm not. I can't tell all the versions of Vader, so this looks good to me.
That's Empire.
Okay.
Okay.
He's not gonna even compete with you, Michael. He's just like, okay.
You can always tell from the chest box first, right? So the chest box, if it's green and red, it's New Hope. The blue and red is always Empire or Return. So you get the chest box first, and then you look at the helmet, and the Return helmet is more compressed, like it's more like crushed down and thicker. So those are the two things you look at, and you know.
Michael, I love you. I'm never going to remember that, but that's for
right,
everybody
man.
else out there.
Oh, weren't you on the episode, Joe, when we had the Star Wars helmet dude on here? with
I
Darth
was,
Vader?
and I didn't remember any of it.
That
I
dude
was
I'm not
like,
gonna
they
remember that
all
either,
look the
Joel.
same. I
he was
said that
designing
even on
all
the show.
helmets. Yep. Yeah.
There'll be a test next week, Joel, before you start.
I was like, this is like
Open
crazy.
book. Open book test.
Open book test. I will fail.
Call a friend. Call Michael. Call a friend.
Peter.
Hi, man.
Got a Hot Toys Darth Maul with the coin. Nice, dude.
Yeah, that's
cool. Let's talk about that coin.
Nice. Did you open it up?
While we're on this really quick too, the mall.
There's the coin. There it is.
CC has one of the celebration malls for sale.
Cool.
She's trying to sell. So.
Oh, is she?
Yep. So if you want it, contact her.
Juan Fernandez. Thanks, Scott. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched that episode with Juan Fernandez, check it out.
Joel, I think she's flat price too. I think it's retail.
Nice. Joel's like, I'm gonna contact CC right now.
Yeah, she's trying to sell it. She wants to get rid of it, so definitely hit her up.
Cool. I wonder why they're doing coins all of a sudden.
Because coins are awesome.
Joel's like coins.
What did this one again? Matt Hess. Oh, nice. Congrats, Matt.
That's
a nice piece. Starting to get FOMO seeing these like all over the place now. Sergio, he got a Mythos Vader statue. Oh, yeah.
Incredible piece, man. Congratulations.
Congrats, dude.
Yeah, incredible piece.
Yeah, we ruined Sergio. When he first started watching the show, he was collecting like pops. And now he's buying all these quarter scales.
Buying squishmallows.
Oh my god, that's funny.
He's buying a $2,000 Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Congrats, dude.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. Nice picture, man. Let's see. Shane Weimer. The light kit was worth it. Oh, let's see.
What's that made from?
It's a Lego.
Yes, we do, Scott. We gotta get CC back on.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Cece's part of the Hyperdrive Facebook group now. She's a moderator over there.
That.
So yeah, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, there's these light kit companies that you can get for a lot of these Legos. That's really cool.
I've seen that, like with the ships, like it makes it look like it's all, and you can have the lights like on the inside of the ships and everything. So yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Light My Brick. I think it's Light My Brick or
Light My Brick. Okay.
Yeah.
R2D2 one was pretty good too.
They did a good one for the AT-AT, the giant AT-AT that Lego did. They did a good one there.
All right, so BJ, let's see. She's sharing the maquette photo update for the live. I posted a shipping update today for everyone. Please check that out. Prints will ship in a couple weeks. Waiting on plaques. Prints will be finished this weekend. So yeah, so if you haven't given BJ your shipping address and you ordered this, go ahead and do so, please. But yeah, looks very good.
Just got me a mall.
I'm excited.
There you go.
And then this is what we're talking about. These prints right here.
That's what I'm getting.
Me too, man. I'm excited.
I'm a creature nut. I'm gonna make every one of those pieces.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be rich, baby.
Nice.
I'm gonna put them all in front of that. I already got some of them. A lot of them, actually.
This is right up your alley, Joel. Like the aliens and like.
I've actually got quite a few of those.
Yeah.
I like this creepy guy with all the dead heads on stuff on it.
That is cool.
It's like if you don't like pay attention to this because the stuff is like in the screen for a second, you don't realize how gruesome it is. It's like something out of
the
horror.
cool things, right? Like you look at these original concepts and designs, right? Like some of these were not humanoid, right? Like the aliens now that they're making, it's like let's have a person in a costume and scale it backwards to how, like some of these were just so non-human in shape and size. It was just so cool, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely were stretching the limits, right, on how to like make these things come to life.
Yeah, much more creative.
Hell yeah, man. That creativity is like died, man, through the years, especially with the use of technology.
This is cool.
Who's this again? Rex. Oh, Rex. Is this 3D printed?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is gonna be a killer piece.
Oh boy.
Been working on the wood, like for the grips. Like the way he paints wood is crazy. So.
His wood grain, yeah.
Yeah, wood grain's crazy for him.
I don't want to keep it up too long so it doesn't get shut down.
Yeah, exactly.
So Nick, X-Winging It, he says, I'm no fan of the sequels, to be quite honest, but I am, however, a big fan of the Sith artifacts. I can't get my hands on. Was hoping to get the black Wayfinder, but ended up with the white one, Sidious. Nice, dude. Yeah, I lucked out and got the black one. I was like, when these things first came out, I was like, oh, let me just buy one, and took the gamble. He also got the Sabers limited edition Emperor's Saber, limited 200. Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, the Cyberphonics package on this thing is freaking amazing, man. The sounds. The Woodman.
Yeah. I thought that was a secret conversation, Rex. I mean, come on.
The Woodman. Look at Sean Donnelly. Woof. Just joined the group. Happy to be here. Got another 501st clone. Welcome to the group, dude. Look at that.
Army
Joel.
building.
Look at that, Joel.
Who is this? I'm sorry, I'm buying them all.
Sean Donnelly.
Nice, Sean.
Sounds familiar. I like that.
Don't put your hands up so we can see.
I can hear the song in my head.
Yeah.
Wait. No, I can't show my hands right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's freaking good. Oh, was that the last one? Let's refresh and see if we missed anybody.
I was gonna say there were definitely people commenting while you were going through.
I know that thing is just the pop-ups are like blowing me up. All right, so let's see. Rob, Zombie Hunter, he says, making a Chinese temple for a friend so he can make a diorama. Yeah, Samurai Star Wars figures. Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's a good idea.
It's nice progress. Let's see. Rex Henry just finished another one. Oh, cool, dude.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, his pieces are good, man. So Sean Donnelly. All right, so we're all caught up on this.
Sean Donnelly goes by Nightmare's Cave.
Oh, okay, cool, man.
I am making a blaster as well for a friend.
Whoops.
It is Director Krennic because he's dressing up as Director Krennic.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
People should get the Greedo gun from you.
You know, that's actually, I have to say, that is one piece I massively regret not getting, was the 1/4 scale custom Krennic.
Oh yeah, that one was good too.
That was incredible, that piece.
Really good.
I'm not an officer.
That one was good because you could see him standing in the field because the wind was blowing.
Yeah, and it had a full change out torso. It was really well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a custom piece then.
Yeah, it was custom.
Yeah, custom. It had a bunch of swap outs. Utini Designs. Let's check them out real quick. So this is his website, Utini Designs. Check out his online store. Let's see what he has in here. Some t-shirts. I like these Jawa ones. Jawa Juice. Jawa Pawn and Sell.
I wore my Slappa Jawa the other day. Everybody was like, what is that?
Slappa Jawa.
I'm not even sharing this. There it is. Let me scroll back up.
I didn't know he had all the Jawa shirts. That's funny.
Yeah, I got a Jawa Joyride and a Slappa Jawa.
That's funny. Slappa Jawa.
Yeah, these are great, man. Enjoy riding Jawas. Never trust
I got that one where they're crashing the. They're just Slappa Jawa. Why? Because you can.
That's awesome.
This is why? Because it's funny. That's why.
Yeah, something like that.
I woke up on the wrong side of the force.
I like the Nerf herder too.
Yeah, Nerf herder.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Cool.
And I am one with the force, and the force is with me. It's a trap. I'm here for the Mon Calamari.
There you go. Michael's got it. That's a trap.
The Gonk. Stupid little astro droids.
I love the Gonk, man.
Yeah, the Gonk's cool. Those are cool. I didn't know he had all those shirts.
Got that sound somewhere. So where is the other stuff?
If you look at the top, there was like a laser engraving. There you go.
Laser services. Let's see. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Custom engraving services. Okay, so he just puts here like what he has.
Yeah. He may not have the stands in there then, maybe.
So he has a gallery. Oh, there it is. Gallery with some of the stuff. I didn't see the Spice Runners Lounge.
Where is it?
Here. Let's go to 3D. Oh, it brought me back to this.
Take it off the screen. He doesn't have any of the Spice Runner stuff up there.
I know he bought the rights from the other dude.
Yep.
Let's
Slap
see.
a Jawa. That's awesome.
Items, license plate, or is it logos? Matte logos. Cool. Good stuff,
I just
dude.
picture Joe wearing a shirt that says "Slap a Jawa." Dude, that's hysterical. I can see people just going like, "Joel, what the hell is that mean?"
Joel, you're muted, dude.
Muted. Yep, there he goes. He got
Here he's back.
Sorry, Easter bunnies. I'm not a closet fan, so everybody knows when I wear a shirt like that, it's legit.
No, but I'm just hearing. I can hear people at your work or whatever going, "What the hell does that mean, Joel?"
They know what it means.
He's like, I need to go slap my Jawa.
Yeah, rough up the suspect.
Yeah.
Rob took it over the top.
Just kidding. Yeah.
Well, that brings us to the end of our show, guys. Michael, you are awesome, dude.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Thanks for having me on the show. It's awesome. And again, I love to come on the show all the time and talk with everyone. Just a great group, and really love what you guys do for us. Really appreciate it, man. Love your stuff.
Oh, dude,
likewise,
your
man.
stuff was awesome, man.
Yeah, it was great to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
and again,
man.
like collecting without community is no fun, man.
Yeah. No friends.
Really is.
Michael, if you were, before we wrap up the show too, like if you were going to give a piece, because people have asked this on other shows too. I know Evans have been asked this too. It's like, if you were going to give one piece of advice to a new collector, what would you say?
Pick your poison and have a vision. So have in your head what you want your collection to look like, and pick your poison. Like have boundaries, because you can really get carried away. So those are the two things I'd say. Have a style for your collection first before you start building it. So have a vision of your mind of what you want it to look like, and just be cognizant of what you buy. It's expensive now. It's not like when we started collecting it. You get premium formats for $300. Like, we were around during that time. Collecting during that time, and it's just not like that anymore. You can't buy a 1/6 scale. For that price anymore. So you got to pick your poison. You got to be smart.
And I got to add to that. If you're going to buy a custom piece, don't expect them to be manufactured prices.
Yeah.
Because there's very few of those out there.
That's fair.
Yep.
And that goes for everybody who makes customs, because a lot of people they're like, well, that's too expensive. They don't understand what goes into those things.
It's a lot of work, a lot of time.
Yeah.
A lot of missed family time.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Thanks,
there's a difference between having a team of people working on the clock and building stuff, and huge factories and economies of scale and printing
with no heart or soul
Yeah, you know,
Absolutely.
premium painters, and you know, it's a different game. So Joel's 100% right. I respect these guys who work on these customs, and you know, a lot of them do a really great job. So
Absolutely do.
Cool.
Sweet. Yeah. So Monday I'll be on Brett's channel, Collecting with Cool. We're gonna do a little hangout. So if you guys are bored on Monday night, check them out. Collecting with Cool. Go follow them on YouTube if you don't follow them already. And I think that's it. So we'll see you guys next week. Well, most of us will be here next week. So see you guys same bad time, same bad channel. May the force be with you guys.
Have a great
Peace.
weekend.
Cheers.
Have a good weekend, everybody.